All right, guys. Whew. Good morning. Good morning. All right, guys. So today we got big oil, Chevron, Exxon, P&G, all releasing their earnings reports in the morning, and they might be out already. Let's take a look. I see a Chevron dropped theirs about 15-20 minutes ago. Chevron posted second quarter EPS of 582. That beat the 508 estimate. Sales of 68.76 beat the 57.96 billion estimate. So Chevron already out with their earnings. Yeah, honestly, I don't really feel that good today, bro. I don't know what it is, man. I'll talk about it in a second. Hold on one second. But yeah, I don't really feel that great, bro. Yeah, Exxon posted a second quarter EPS of 421 versus 128 a year ago. Second quarter adjusted EPS of 414. Exxon posted second quarter EPS of 414, beat the 374 estimates. We also got P&G. There's a lot of other data to go over here, to be honest, as well. What is P&G stock? Was it PG? Yeah. So we got PG stock as well. There we go. Let's see what we have for PG earnings. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that great, man. Looks like PG hasn't dropped theirs yet. What other big earnings do we have today? We've got Exxon, Chevron, and a few other oil plays. Yeah, here's their numbers right here. Yeah, man, I'm okay. Like, I'm not like sick. My stomach started bothering me again. It's really weird yesterday. So like, and this has got kind of been like a trigger food was churros, right? Which is strange, bro. Like, I go to this place called Big Oats, which is like street tacos here. And for whatever reason, after I eat churros, my stomach just gets messed up, man. I don't know what it is. But it's like, it doesn't make any sense in terms of like sensitivity. Like, what could churros have in them that would make me sensitive to them? I don't know. And I love churros, bro. Ooh. Yeah, I'm okay. I appreciate that, Rand. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm okay. But like I said, it's mostly just stomach problems. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. So again, we got oil tech earnings today here. Here's Chevron right here. We got Exxon Mobil all the way up to 95.40s, 95.50s. And so we do have Exxon moving here as well. Exxon at 95.40s. And so we're watching that also. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, guys. We appreciate it. But yeah, right now we got Exxon. We got Chevron. Hey, thank you, Cap. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Great week for me. Just a little something, John, but some yogurt. Hey, yogurt might help my stomach right now, man. But I appreciate that, Cap. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate that, dude. So who's about to win the Powerball this weekend? Let me know. Is it you? If it's you, you better share it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys. So yeah, so we're moving up here. Here's Exxon Mobil up there. You see Amazon. Again, we covered the earnings for Amazon yesterday and the Apple earnings for both of these. I believe both of these put in really good results in terms of their earnings reports yesterday evening. Catch it back up in the chat. What's up, Jay? Yeah, man. My stomach's okay, bro. When I woke up, it was just stomach. Hey, what's up, Quan? What's up, Jay? What's up, Martin? Too much grease, churros, or deep fried. Bullish, bearish. Yeah, let's do a poll. Somebody's asking me if we're bullish or bearish. Let's do a poll. Bullish, bearish. Bro, the last 5 years I've been noticeably more successful in businesses than I have been prior to that. And I'll tell you this, nobody likes paying taxes, bro. I have a newfound hate for taxes over the last 5 or 6 years in business because it just hurts to give up that much money to the government in taxes, bro. You know, like in some ways, you know, I'd rather just like, you know, and I've even thought about it and talked to an accountant about it. Like instead of paying the government tens of thousands of dollars as I do, and I'm going to have to do in October again, it might be easier for me to just like buy a Tesla with that money and then write it off as a business expense. I could say it's a marketing expense for what I do here on YouTube or something like that, right? And then just get a Tesla and you know, see up. you know, this specific business was break even because, you know, we bought this Tesla as a marketing expense. You know, I wouldn't do it. I thought about it a lot. I talked to an accountant about doing that. But it would bring too much smoke on me. And, you know, like I said, for taxes, I probably overpay. Like I probably overpay in taxes. Taxes is one of those things where I'm just incredibly careful. Uh, you know, but I certainly don't like paying him. Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely making money bad. Uh, but it still doesn't feel good. Yeah, exactly, James, and it's all good, man. Hey, what's up, Hatter? Yeah, Amazon put in big moves yesterday, and again, we covered these during our earnings, or the earnings call yesterday. Uh, yeah, Amazon ripped up here. Bullish or bearish next week? What stuff do we have going on next week? Is next week CPI again? Let me see when the next CPI report comes out. August 10th. Okay, so CPI is 2 weeks from now, or like, yeah. CPI is in, you know, about a week and a half. What comes out next week? I know we got like Alibaba earnings. We got a bunch of earnings. Here, let's do it. Let's do a simple poll today. A simple poll today. We'll say, are you red or green so far this week? We can also do bullish or bearish on big oil earnings. All right, that's a good one. Instead, we'll do bullish or bearish on big oil over the next month. And when we say this, we're talking about Exxon, Chevron, etc. Bull or bear? There we go. GETY. Yeah, we're watching everything crypto, TF Hatter. GETY. But yeah, look at Exxon all the way up to 95.30s. Yeah, Getty up. Big move here. Low volume. We'll have to track to see what exactly that means and what it is. AMC up to 1460s. We're watching that. We got, again, we got like Meta, Apple, Amazon, Exxon, Chevron, all up. Chevron's up to 156. Here's Exxon. Exxon's up to 95.30s. So we're watching all of these here too. Make them a little bit bigger here. I can always put 4 charts up too. Yeah, Amazon just killing it, man. Amazon posted great numbers too. Amazon has such a big earnings release. Amazon's second quarter adjusted EPS was 8 cents profit, beat the 13-cent estimate. Sales of 121.23 billion, beat the 119 estimate. So we'll put this up as well here. PG has earnings today as well that we're going to be covering also. All right, so we're going to do our Twitter poll as we've been doing here. All right, so yeah, Exxon and Chevron dropped their numbers. Also, do me a favor, guys, hit that like button if you haven't already. We certainly appreciate it. Um, all right, so we got our tweet out as well. We're going to go ahead and tweet this. All right, so go vote on this poll if you haven't already. We certainly appreciate it. There's the link for the Twitter poll. Vote on that. Amazon is going to kill us today. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Neo, Don John? I like Neo long term. I think Neo is a really nice. I think Neo's number 2 outside of Tesla in terms of EV potential. You know, what 3 charts do you guys want me to have up, guys? What 3 charts do you want me to have up? Also, looking at the poll here, out of 34 votes in the last 3 minutes, bullish or bearish on big oil over the next month? 68% are bullish, 33% are bearish on big oil moving into next month. So we'll see what happens there on that front. Also. Again, we did do a Twitter poll here, so we'd appreciate it if you guys go run on over to Twitter, give me a follow while you're there, and vote on that poll also. And so we are going to go ahead and pump. There we go. We're putting big oil at the bottom of the screen too. All the big oil earnings are going to be at the bottom of the screen as well here. And we're going to make a scroller at the bottom of the screen so you guys can see kind of everything going on in oil. Apple, Amazon, Meta. Hey, what's up, Paul? Yeah, HKD crazy squeeze yesterday, man. Here's HKD. Just a huge rip up to 180. This is a recent IPO, so this is post-IPO volatility here. But just a huge run for this one, man. Just a big rip. All right, guys. So yeah, so look at HKD. Man, I can't talk right now. All right, guys. So Amazon at 137.20s. John, you think we could rally today or more consolidation? I think we could rally. I think big oil put in good numbers, and so with that, the market has been pumping up some. I'm actually going to make this 4 charts, guys. I'm going to make this 4 charts so it's easier to see because I want to be able to put up Chevron and Exxon Mobil charts too, and I can't if it's just 2 charts. And I think y'all can see both charts anyway. So this should work fine, I think. What do y'all think of HKD today? Again, bullish or bearish? We do have HKD potential here. Try to put HKD up here, but yeah, you got Exxon Mobil, you got Chevron ripping up, you got a lot of stuff like that moving here. Next week will be a fun week, man. We just got a lot of stuff going on. Tesla up here as well. There's HKD. HKD's not really doing much. Again, a recent IPO. Here's Tesla. Tesla up to 850s right now. Again, they did pass the chip bill yesterday. Amazon, Apple also had good earnings, boosting up most large cap stocks with them. We got Exxon Mobil and Chevron dropping favorable numbers this morning also. Hey, what's up, Leslie? Which one? HKD? I've been holding Sega for the past month. Finally paid. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, Sega flying up here. I guess we should cover that one too. You know, it's also one of those things, guys. You know, I still trade. Like I still trade penny stocks occasionally, but I'm not trading them a ton. You know, I've been kind of transitioning to large caps, if you guys can see that, and I still trade penny stocks and cover them, of course, but like, you know, we're also paying much more attention to large caps and economic releases. But we'll still cover like big squeezes like HKD, which I don't. HKD seems to be a small float stock. Let me look at it. I know it's like a huge short squeeze. Post IPO volatility. There's not really any news here. The float is smaller. It's less than 150 million. So, but I can't see what the actual float is. Let's see. KD float of about 19 million I'm showing, but it's still so new and obscure since it's a recent IPO that we don't really know what it is. Yeah, HKD's a big. Do we have some big news today, CPI or something like that? No, I don't think so. I don't think we have anything today. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Let me look at the economic calendar. All right, guys. So for today, let me see. Checking out the Bloomberg economic calendar. Yesterday we had all that stuff with jobless claims numbers and everything. Today we got Japan construction orders, Japan household confidence, Japan housing starts, Europe French consumer spending, and European and or French GDP. French GDP quarter over quarter. We got we got German import prices, Europe French CPI, Spanish CPI, German unemployment, English unemployment rate. No, English mortgage data. It looks like we got the European CPI year over year coming out, but no. Oh wait, we do have core PCE prices, right? Wait, that's today, right? Do we have core PCE prices today? And PCE, we got employment benefits, wages, PCE pricing, Canadian GDP. I think that's right. Let me know if you guys are. I think that's right. Okay. Yeah, so it is PCE data today. Interesting. And that all comes out at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 8:30. So yeah, today we do have PCE data coming out. So it looks like that all is supposed to come out at 8:30. Checking everything else here. Give me 1 second. There we go. Never seen Amazon after hours. Absolutely no sense. I mean, whoa, wait. I mean, Amazon dropped good numbers, didn't they? They dropped mixed numbers, if I remember correctly here. I'm going to put all the data here. There we go. So there's the PECE numbers again, released at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, bro, well, allow that to happen, Pawn. Because honestly, man, my kids are, they never give me a break, bro. I don't live near, I mean, personal income and spending money is 8:30 New York City time. Yeah, Eastern Standard. Honestly, I was in the Eastern Standard Time up in Michigan, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, bro. I thoroughly enjoyed Eastern Standard Time because with Eastern Standard Time, that means I don't have to wake up until 6:30 in the morning, which is lovely, bro. I get up at 5 a.m. here, and so in Michigan, I didn't have to get up until 6. It didn't get dark until like 9:30 at night in Michigan. So I thoroughly enjoyed Eastern Time. But now I'm back in good old Central Time. But again, guys, today we got core PCE, we got employment benefits, PCE prices, personal income and spending, real personal consumption, Canadian GDP coming out today. We got the Chicago PMI coming out at 9:45 Eastern. We got the Michigan 5-year inflation expectations, consumer expectations, and consumer sentiment all dropping at 10, as well as Baker Hughes oil rig count, Dallas Fed PCE dropping at, it looks like this is going to be at 1 today. And so a lot of data dropping, should be fun. And we'll see what we get. Currently, again, you see Amazon, Apple up there. You see Chevron making some moves on this movement, on the earnings that they dropped, Chevron and Exxon. And then again, you can see Amazon ripping up. If we look at Amazon's earnings, some people said they didn't understand Amazon, why Amazon was up. Amazon is up. Number one is because, a lot of people think that we're already baked in. But number one, Amazon saw first quarter adjusted EPS of 18-cent profit for the second quarter, beat the 13-cent estimate. Sales of 121.23 billion, beat the 119.09 billion estimate. Third quarter sales of the higher end. So the guidance was on the higher end for third quarter sales at 125 to 130 billion versus 126.42 billion expected. So Amazon had mostly positive results. I think their base EPS was worse than expected, but their adjusted EPS was better than expected. Their adjusted sales were better than expected. Their third quarter guidance was on the high end of on par with expectations. And so they beat on revenue. Top line rose 7% to 121 billion. And their net loss mostly included a pre-tax valuation loss of 3.9 billion. Man, Rivian out here like the Punisher, bro. Rivian going around just destroying names. And Amazon said, not today. Not today. Rivian back up to 34.20s. I saw this one go crazy. I know this one IPO'd and went absolutely ridiculous on IPO day and then basically came back down some. 4 to 5% would be reasonable, but why 13%? Big money crash the stock to buy lower. Potentially. I mean, hey, if you got the money, I'm not even knocking them for it. Smile, do you have puts on Amazon? Or puts on the market? Some type of short bet? Man, I give it to you regardless of what happens. You show up every day. I give you credit for that. Thank you, Tyler. We appreciate it, man. In a world full of haters, Tyler is a supporter, and we appreciate you. TBLT, is TBLT moving some here? Let me see, man. Oh, bro, you should have seen it. If you think, man, Tyler, if you think me getting up today is crazy, bro. Fun story, man. Last year I had some type of stomach infection. It was honestly brutal on me. They had me on some really strong antibiotics. They actually had to put a PICC line in my arm afterwards. But regardless, when I initially got this infection, I had to go check myself into the ER. And I was sitting there for like 2 days at the hospital with nothing to do. Nothing to do. So I was sitting in the hospital for 2 days. Didn't have much to do. And so I literally streamed from the hospital room, with an IV in my arm last year. I can still find the streams. They're somewhere, man. We got some pretty fun views, dude. It was fun. Yeah. I'll have to go find those old streams and post them, man. And honestly, y'all, I enjoy doing this, man. It gives me something to do, especially if I'm at the freaking hospital, bro. If I'm at the hospital, man, Like, I'm just trying to fill my time with something. What does it cost for a put on Amazon? Well, it depends on how long term the put is. The longer term the put, the more expensive it's ultimately going to be. Just looking at it right now, pre-earnings report yesterday. If you want to buy a put option on Amazon for today, yeah, if you want to buy a put option, or I guess this was yesterday. If you want to buy a put option for August 5th, so a week-long put option, it costs about $136 a contract. Or no, I'm sorry. That is wildly wrong. A $136 strike put option on Amazon. So, basically in the money would be right here. And this is all pre, so this is actually where Amazon closed yesterday. This is going to be above it, and options only move and they're only tradable once the bell rings. So this will actually update. But as of yesterday, an outside the money, an in the money put option for Amazon would have cost about $1,400 per contract. $1,300, $1,400 per contract, about $1,380 per contract if you want to buy a put option for Amazon. This can't be right, bro. This can't be right here. Somebody tell me if this is right, dude. Okay, so wait. A call option, man. Somebody should have bought these, bro. This was only $700 a contract here for 69 cent. 69 cents. So this would be about $700 per bundle. I mean, not contract, per bundle. And puts are twice as much here. So puts would have been $1,400. So this would have been twice as much. But man, these 136 strike price for August 5th Amazon options are just rolling in money right now. $700, bro, and Amazon is well above that. It ramped over that. Again, the strike price here is right there, 126. So those options are rolling in money right now. They're probably super excited for this opening bell, man. Did you buy puts? No. Yeah, thank you, Smile. We appreciate you, man. THMO. Yeah, THMO is ripping up. It's at 37 cents. We'll watch it. Fun day, man. Again, today we got big oil. Big oil dropping favorable earnings. Both of them put in earnings beat. Both Chevron and Exxon Mobil both put in earnings beat. We had PG. I don't think PG's numbers are out yet. Let me check. Okay, so it looks like they actually are out because PG is down heavily from this. So I'm assuming PG finally dropped their earnings report. Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble posted fourth quarter adjusted EPS of 121, missed the 123 estimate. Sales of 19.5 billion, beat the 19.37 billion estimate. So PG, mixed results. Mixed results there. Getty joined. There you go. Yeah, y'all check out the Discord, guys. Check out the Discord. Completely free Discord. PCE numbers are at 8:30. There's the Discord link right there. It's gonna come out after that. So yeah, check out the Discord, guys. We appreciate you. Oh man, been a fun week for growth. I'll tell you that. And then tomorrow we do it all over again with big earnings coming out tomorrow too. All right, guys. So yeah, Amazon is up there. Tesla at the 855s. P&G at 142s. Again, you can look at like Exxon Mobil here. See Exxon all the way up to 95. But yeah, PCE numbers dropping at 8:30 Eastern. We're gonna cover those also. I'm sorry, guys. I hurt your ears. I'm sorry there. Tomorrow's the weekend, but did I say tomorrow? I don't know. Getty up 102.48%. Yeah, Getty ramping here, guys. Getty is moving. Again, if we look at GETY up to 2120s here, just ridiculous move for this one right now. If we look at Y, Getty Images, second quarter results that were favorable, it looks like. Or no. Their results come out August 10th. Is this, why is Getty up? All right, so Getty announces that the recipients of an annual inclusion grant are out. 8 grants of $5,000 each were awarded to editorial photographers and videographers from different professional specialties, including news, sports, entertainment. But yeah, aside from that, why is Getty running here? Does anybody know? All right, so Getty and CC Neuberger Principal Holdings completed a business combination on Friday of last week, but there's still not any justification for this big move. Does anybody know why Getty moved like this? I don't know what the float size is either. When's the IPO date? When did this IPO? Okay, so this has been moving up on a lot of volatility over really the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Anybody know why this is moving? I guess is the question here. Got you. I'll check JP. JP said he posted it to Discord. Yeah, so lottery. I was about to say, I very rarely. So I mean, I'm not, number one, I'm going to preface this with like, look, I'm not telling anybody to do anything. 342 million float. Got you, JP. I'll check it out, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, y'all check it out. There's usually very low odds in lottery. Like lottery is just, you know, okay, I'm going to be real. All right. Lottery most of the time is for suckers. Okay. Most of the time. Let me clarify here. Okay. The lottery most of the time is for suckers. once the numbers start to hit the current levels, I think statistically, it's actually not bad risk reward. Once they start to hit certain numbers, again, I still don't recommend you guys do it. It's usually, it's just wasted money. I'll put it this way, okay? Most of the people that play the lottery are low income households, right? Because those are the people that want to win money the most, right? And I get it. I truly understand. But like if those people took the money that they spent on the lottery and they invested it or they put it towards other things and just saved their money, it would go way farther. And I understand, but it's just kind of, I don't know. I think it's predatory in a lot of ways, to be completely real. But again, once they hit billions as payouts, the risk reward is, a little bit more justifiable. I'm not saying you should do it, of course, but like, yeah. Anyways. Yeah. All right, so Getty sympathy from HKD running up yesterday. Getty Images set to go public Monday after SPAC merger. Okay, so this is a SPAC? Man, it's been a while since I've seen a big SPAC here. Hey, man, look at Getty up there. Amazon up to 137.70s. Yeah, I'm looking at JB's DD SPAC merger. All right, so Getty Images is going to go public. Announced Friday that it completed a merger with CC Newberger Principal Holdings, a publicly traded special purpose acquisition company, and will begin trading on Monday. Is this the same company, though? JB. Okay, yeah, so this actually is. Okay, so this is a SPAC merger. All right, if you look at this, this is Getty Image Holdings. Here's the article that JB posted in Discord referencing the SPAC merger. And again, this was posted on July 24th. So yeah, this is just a SPAC merger that went public on Monday. And you can see it actually went public here, or started to get some post volatility here, but it actually went public here on the 25th, and it's ripped up since then. Again, here is the catalyst. Thank you, JB. We appreciate that. Yeah, but again, with that said, we're going to be very careful with it. The volume's kind of light. It's just dangerous to play. So y'all just be careful. There's Aapl at 161. Looks good. Again, we got about an hour before the PCE data drops. We got about an hour, but it is coming out sometime soon. Again, we got our poll going on right now on Twitter. Bullish or bearish on big earnings. We're also going to do another poll. Are you bullish on today's PCE report? What else we got, guys? Bull or bear on today's PCE report? Again, vote on this poll right here. We're gonna make this a 6-hour long poll. What else we got? Let me see. Yeah, Exxon Mobil down to 94.30s. Yeah, it should be fun. You can vote on this poll also. That bullish or bearish on today's PCE report. There's the poll for that too. Tsla waking up. What do you think is at the good price for Intel? It's at bottom now. Yeah, Intel and Roku both got hammered yesterday. Just huge drops. Just big drops. Yeah, I'm not mad at you if you play it, if you play small, that's fine. If you just do it for fun, it's okay, but like you get a lot of people that spend all their money on the lottery out of gambling habits, and that's just not a healthy habit, unfortunately. Yeah, Roku down big after their earnings calls. Well, Roku and Intel just got demolished yesterday in earnings. Just beat up. Guys, I'm also about to get rid of the general chat, I think. I'm going to get rid of the general chat. I'm going to get rid of the general chat, I think, in our room. We just don't get enough comments on there, and it's too slow in the general chat of our Discord. It's a good place, but I'm going to make everything the general chat, the main chat. I think that'll probably be a little bit better. It'll be easier to understand. And so we are going to delete general chat, and we're just going to put the main chat here. We're just going to call it the main chat. Main trading chat is what we're going to call it in our Discord. Let's edit it, make sure the permissions are set to, yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. We're also going to get rid of pre-market chat, because pre-market chat doesn't actually do anything either, right? So we're going to get rid of that. We're just going to keep main trading chat. Media posts, I guess we could keep that, but that doesn't really get too much volume either. So I think we're just going to keep it. We're trying to consolidate volume on our Discord, so we're just going to keep main trading chat there. There we go. You look at anyone for 8-2 earnings. What do you mean? Mpox. Yeah, man. We got a lot of running stuff today, man. A lot of movement for sure. Again, vote on our poll right now. Are you bullish on today's PCE report? Today we got PCE data coming out. Again, there's the link for that. Vote on the poll. Yeah, SF Mayor. It'll be fun. All right, guys. So Amazon pulling back some here. Should I buy some of this stuff? I mean, we could. We had a green day yesterday. I'm a little bit hesitant, though, to be honest here. Here's Exxon Mobil. Here's Cvx right here. Again, HKD. What happened to PGY? Did PGY just kind of fade into oblivion? Looks like it. Tesla up to 855s here. Any recommended dip buys? I think I'm still holding Snap. I don't think I've sold Snap yet. Yeah, I'm still holding Snap. Good. Took a lot of profit on it yesterday, though. But we're still holding a piece. Tesla. What about Twitter, guys? Here's Twitter. Twitter up to 40s. Meta at 160s here. So what do you guys think of Meta here? We had these big earnings drops. I might buy up Meta, bro. People hate on it, but like I still like it long term, I think. What do you guys think I should do? Yeah, we'll wait for the PCE report. Big earnings next week include Alibaba and a bunch of other ones too. Yeah, at a certain point, I just get tired of seeing like YouTube where people are always like trying to pump up AMC and GameStop. At a certain point, it's just kind of like, all right, bro, like the squeeze is on, the shorts are screwed. It's like, bro, AMC has got a short float of like 20%. It's not ridiculously high. Yeah, JB. I'll create a DD channel just for that. You know. Yeah. Yeah, I'll create a DD channel just for that. Okay, there we go. All right, so here's the DD channel. All right, there we go. All right, yeah, there we go. So we got the DD channel just for you guys, you know. So there you go. Hey, what's up, Rod? Good morning, morning. Yeah, Getty, man, Getty with huge rips today. Again, recent SPAC merger coming out. Oh, hey, thank you, Dirt Doe. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. All right, guys. I'm shorting the S&P. Hey, good luck, brother. Will there be some top profit taken today? I don't know, man. We've got some extension in the market. I think if we look at like the SPY itself is just ramping up today, man. And it's been ramping up. I think the best chart for this type of stuff is a 10-day chart. This is a 10-day chart on the SPY. I can't help but think we're a little bit extended. Are you buying puts today, guys? Because I'm certainly going to consider it. I'm going to wait for the PCE data. And if anything, I can't really buy at pre-PCE data anyway because you can't buy options until the opening bell. But I'm certainly considering put options in the wake of such a big move over the last 10 days. Now, I guess the real question here's a 20-day chart. Still looks pretty extended. It doesn't look better until we go to like a... here's a 180-day chart. You can kind of see like we're kind of back up to previous levels. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, PCE data dropping in about an hour, at 8:30 Eastern, about 53 minutes to be exact. Hey, what's up, Hugh? Good morning. Shorting S&P. Yeah, I tend to think we might be a little bit overbought at this point as well. Now, again, long term, I still like Amazon. I think Amazon and Apple are all going to be fine. But short term, we could see some contractions, in my opinion. Like I said, all speculating, of course. SPY back up to 408s, 408s. I'm assuming you mean 412s. PCE is the personal consumption expenditures index. It reflects the changes in prices of goods and services purchased by consumers. Basically, how much pricing is. Basically, how much are the things that we're buying is the PCE index in a nutshell. Yeah, we could. I mean, listen, PCE numbers are good. We're marking my ramp. Hey, what's up, DK? Happy Friday to you as well. All right, so yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, Amazon up there at 136s. We got the SPY up to 408s. Honestly, I said it once, I'll say it again. I don't know if I agree with Kathy Woods and her trades, man. She just seems to be buying up really high extended stocks and then selling when they drop, which I think is the opposite of what I prefer to do. Getty is a recent SPAC merger, Hammer. Recent SPAC merger. And so there's risk, but it's a SPAC merger, so it's a little bit different than what I think most people are going to be used to in this regard. And so Getty is a recent SPAC merger. That is why Getty is moving like it is. Yeah, but SPY up to 408s. Again, Amazon's starting to dip down a little bit here. Here's Exxon Mobil and Chevron here. Again, XOM up big today. Here's Chevron. On Roku, bro, I've never believed in Roku, bro. I don't know how you can look at Roku. No offense to Roku, bro. Straight up. No offense to Roku, but like, I don't know how you can look at that and say, hey, that company's going to be huge in 5 years. Like, what does Roku do? Somebody explain to me, outside of a software that consolidates apps on your TVs, what does Roku do? You know what I mean? Like, at this point in time, the software for most smart TVs is already sufficient enough to be able to offer that outside of Roku. Like, have you ever seen, like, we bought a new Samsung the other day. It consolidates all of our apps already. What do we need Roku for in that regard? Like, it's going to be an obsolete middleman, in my opinion. I've been saying this for years, too. I don't like Roku at all. I don't think Roku has a huge future. Again, it consolidates apps. That's it. You know, the software on smart TVs is going to be good enough already to where they don't need Roku as a middleman anymore to do that. You know. But again, let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am wrong, tell me about it. I'm sure I'll hear it. And like, I understand the need for like the Roku hardware when it first came out, but like at this point in time, software on TVs does what the Roku box did when it came out. Like, you don't need a Roku box anymore, man. you know? And yeah, they got TVs in the works and all that stuff. But again, in terms of like vulnerability with competition and, you know, technological improvements making them obsolete, I think there's a high amount of risk with Roku long term, in my personal opinion. Yeah. Right, exactly, right. That's what I don't understand. I've never understood people who really get behind Roku. And again, man, I don't know what. I'm not trying to pick on Kathy Woods. I'm really not. I just don't understand her stock picks, bro. Like coming from somebody that in my opinion, I think I have a pretty good understanding of like technological evolution in terms of like obsolete versus like longevity products. And I think Roku just seems to be one of those that is going to be obsolete short term in the future. You know, I mean, in a few years. Now they still do some deals. They still have good business, but they're certainly not going to be growing like that anymore. You know why? Is because now when you buy a brand new Samsung, all the apps are consolidated. It does exactly what the Roku box did 10 years ago, and it's already there. And I've been saying this about Roku since day one. I've never been a huge Roku believer. Again, it just the software or the hardware for Roku is now obsolete. Software has developed so good to where you don't need it. You don't need it. And so yeah, you could buy the Roku TV, and so they could be an off-brand TV maker, but like, what's the point? Somebody sell it to me. I don't know. Right, and again, taking a very big long-term position in Roku is seems silly to me, man. Again, just as silly as riding Coinbase all the way through this huge crash that we've had in crypto, and then selling once it stabilizes. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. But hey, listen, she is 100 millionaire. So what do I know, man? She can do whatever she wants with her money, you know. All right, guys, y'all do me a favor, hit the like button. We're just close to 100 likes. All right, we're gonna do another. We're gonna do a question here on again. We're gonna do a question here on Twitter. And again, let me know. Serious question. Has updates in smart TV software not rendered most of Roku hardware obsolete? What is the real bullish argument for this? Genuine question on Twitter, guys. And if you guys have one, let me know your bullish argument here. We're asking this on Twitter, but it's a serious question. Again, it's something that I truly don't understand and understand why. But again, let me know. Here's the question if you want to answer that. Let me know, man. Let me know. Because again, just genuine question here. My Sony has everything needed for streaming. Baba comes out with earnings next week as well. I believe Thursday of next week is when the Baba earnings drop too. We got PCE numbers dropping in about 13 minutes, guys. 13 minutes. Let me know what you guys are watching here, team. Seriously, let me know what you guys are watching. It's gonna be a slow day, you know. All right, guys. Apple rip it up at 161.60s here. Again, we got the PCE data dropping in about 42 minutes. 42 minutes. I'm still waiting for the bullish argument for Roku here. Roku exclusive movies. My son has everything needed for streaming. Roku in bedroom does provide easy connection. Yeah, for sure. But is that enough to prop up Roku? Like, is that enough to make people spend money and more so the time and installation to do it? Like, is it justifiable? I don't think so. You know, I think again, most TVs, like new smart TVs, and it's only going to get worse for them. Most smart TVs at this point in time do everything that the Roku hardware did, plus more at this point in time. Like, I can go to my Samsung TV and it has every app that I have. And not only that, but it has movies deciphered by apps that I can just click on and it'll immediately bring me to the app and I can watch it. And so why buy a Roku software? Why buy Roku hardware? Number one. And even if they do have software, if my smart TV is automatically doing it without me having to do anything, what's the purpose of it? You know, like, what's the use case for it? I guess is the real question here. Again, today we had Chevron, Exxon, both posting earnings beats. P&G posted worse than expected results. We got PCE data dropping in about 40 minutes, a little bit over 40 minutes. And so we got some numbers dropping today, and it should be a fun and interesting day in the market, guys. Let me know what you guys are watching. And let's try to have a, green day today. We had a green day yesterday as well. We might start buying up some stuff. I'm not going to buy the Roku dip because, again, I frankly don't understand what the argument is for Roku. But Intel seems like one that I'll probably be buying the dip if it stays down here after the PCE data release. And we'll see what we get. Again, I'm certainly not telling you guys to buy anything. I really don't know what any of these are going to do. Not an investment professional. I might have no idea what I'm talking about. But with that said, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We certainly appreciate you all. And let's keep growing, team. Hey, thank you, DK. We appreciate you. All right, guys. Tesla at 853s here. Apple at 161.30s. Intel dropped even more after market and pre-market, so it may have more of a leg down. Yeah. Hey, what's up, David? I had all the necessary apps on my smart TV, but it was slow and clunky. Mine's not, bro. We have basically a brand new Samsung in my living room right now. And it's clean, man. It works great, Are you still overpaying to water department? No, we fixed it. All right, guys, we got Apple at 161s. We got Tesla at 853s. All right, guys, again, let me know what you guys are watching. Did the Astros finally win a game, bro? I haven't even been watching the Astros. Been too busy, bro. Like I said, I've been streaming a lot for you guys. So if you guys appreciate it, hit the sub button, man. Like I said, just to put this into perspective, this week, like if we look at my last week of content here, we've been streaming a lot, Just to put this into perspective here, guys. Whew. These are all my streams over the last day. Look at this. This is all over the last day. Okay, we've been streaming a lot, so you're welcome. Hit the subscribe button, Buying INTE. Yeah, I believe in Intel long term as well. What's up, Fonz? Hope you're doing good, brother. Yeah, bro, boss man, bro. It's amazing how many YouTube and Twitter accounts are still pumping GameStop and AMC. I like GameStop a little bit more now. AMC is okay too. I like it at its current prices. I truly do. I think AMC looks good at its current prices. All right. My problem with that is the sensationalism. Like, you see every YouTuber now, I see like 30 clones of each other, and they're so desperate to sensationalize it so that they'll get views that they just kind of, it looks ridiculous at this point in time. It's like everybody knows some super secret about GameStop and AMC that the hedgies just don't know about, and it's just about to run. It's like, y'all be quiet, man. Y'all go sit down. Like, open up a book or something, guys. Like, stop pandering here. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's fine to optimize your keywords, but like in the end, it just looks ridiculous. Yeah, the market has been crazy too, bro. Market has been crazy too. Apple may go to 165s. Yeah, Apple up to 161, almost 162s right now. So it looks good. It's interesting for sure. All right, good. The Astros won. Good. All right, guys. SPY back up to over 408.50s here. Bouncing at 408. 408 seems to be a reasonable support level. Again, we do have Chevron at the top right. Exxon also posted an earnings beat as well. If we're looking at XOM here. So there's Exxon, there's Chevron. They're both up. Apple, Amazon ramping up. Tesla at 853s right now. So we're looking at that also. Yeah, THMO is okay. Here's the SPY. Here's the tech heavy Q. Q at 312s. There's the SPY. TBLT, yeah, TBLT, one of the bigger short squeezes in the last few months, up to 675 now. So TBLT's ramping. Yeah, it looks interesting for sure. Let's see if it continues. 670s. Yeah, Getty making moves too. If CMX and if CMK and IMAX are worth 20, AMC should be too. Yeah, I'm okay with $20. Like again, my problem, like I said, my problem is the sensationalizing of AMC and GameStop. Like if people truly want AMC and GameStop to do things, they need to stop sensationalizing it. Like some of the people posting stuff need to stop sensationalizing it and acting like every small move up is just the precursor to some crazy $1,000 squeeze to punish the hedgies. Like it's just ridiculous after a certain point. And anybody that's been trading for an extended amount of time can kind of recognize it. But it's just kind of at a certain point, it's just getting a little bit out there. You know, it's too much. A little bit extra, as the young people say nowadays. Yeah, Getty going crazy. A recent SPAC merger that went live on Monday of this week. Look at GETY up to 34.80s right now. So huge run on the SPAC merger. Hey, thank you, Keith, my man. He said, love the show. This guy has no bias. It's just knowledge. I really tried. Like I said, man, I try to tell people the truth, bro. Like, okay, I'll put it this way. right? If I run this community and make money, I need to be able to sleep good at night. I need to morally justify having this blessing that I have on this channel, right? I need to be able to morally justify it. The only way I'm going to morally justify it is to be real with people. You know, I could be dishonest and ridiculous and sell sleazy courses and claim to be, you know, all that stuff. But I'd rather just be honest about my biases. I do have biases in stocks, of course, but most of the time I'm honest about them. But I appreciate that, Keith. Thank you very much. I try to be unbiased. You know, always gonna have a little bit of bias, of course, but you know, I try to be as honest as I can. All right, so $30 for Getty. Let's see if that holds as well. Again, this is a recent SPAC merger. It went live on Monday. Again, we do have the PCE dropping in about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes. I'm assuming you mean the PCE, damn. Yeah. It's just kind of GameStop. What happened was like GameStop brought so many new people. Yeah, Getty ramping up at 3250s, 3250s. It ain't easy being sleazy. Yeah, Intel's down big. Again, we're going to wait for the PCE. Me personally, at least. I'm not telling you should do this. I really don't know what you should do. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I'm going to wait for the PCE report. And, you know, if Intel is still pretty deeply extended like it was, I might buy it up. You know, I might buy it up. I don't know. We're going to wait and see, though. Let me know what you guys think. What's up, Chewy? What's the Sony symbol? I don't think Sony has a US stock. Oh, it does. SONY. Getty pulling back to 30. There's Sony. Sony down some. Did it have earnings today? I thought mostly we got all the big earnings, but let me check. When did Sony drop? Is this how? Let me see. It was a different company I'm thinking of. But yeah, Sony slash fiscal year 22 profit outlook on sluggish PS5 prospects. Yeah, I'm an Xbox guy, man, so I'm not really a big Sony guy. I haven't had a Sony since Vice City. It kind of shows you how old I am, too. I was an AMC tired of waiting. Well, yeah, I mean, again, that community was used in a lot of ways by big-time YouTubers, gave them very unreasonable profit targets and expectations, caused a lot of them to miss out on the big pump that it made up to 75. And then for whatever reason, even though people got stuck because of those unrealistic expectations brought forth by YouTubers, they then instead blame people like me who are being realistic. It's just kind of odd. And again, it kind of shows you how much they're getting used. Yeah, Getty is ramping up, man. Huge move. Recent SPAC merger as well. Amazon, good earnings, up there to 136s. GameStop at 34 bucks or so. AMC at 14s. And I think AMC looks good right here. I really do. I really do think it looks okay. Again, I'm not telling you to buy it. No idea what it's going to do. But I don't mind AMC where it's currently at, especially if it dips down to like 12, 10 or 12. I think that's very cheap, and I'll probably, consider a position there if it does. Last trading day of the month, too, for sure. Yeah. Last trading day of the month. Do you think August will be a bear month? People traveling? Yeah, my kids are going back to school too. We've been doing some school shopping with my kids lately as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, again, they're just trying to get views. I'm cool. And honestly, I think luckily though, I think some of that sensationalism has actually stopped. And so I don't think those type of videos are getting huge views anymore, unfortunately. It's kind of one of those things where, for a long time, anytime you posted AMC squeeze, Hedgies punished, or whatever in your titles, they would just get loads and loads of views. I don't think it's like that anymore. And I think it's saturated from people just trying to look like more stuff is going on in that stock than it really is. It also kind of boils down to like you can't base your whole community about one stock. It's just never going to work long term. All right, guys. So SPY up there again. Getty taking some big numbers here, but dipping under 30 bucks short term. Again, I'm really considering buying Intel if it keeps on dropping here. We got Amazon moving some, but here's the SPY itself. SPY back up testing VWAP at 408.75s right now, 408.75s. So this will be an interesting time. We'll see what we get. Again, PCE numbers drop in about 25 minutes, or so. All right, guys. Intel is a very interesting price, 5-year low. I'm considering buying it. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, like I said, I kind of take the opposite of the Cathie Woods trading strategy. I try to buy it towards lows and then sell towards highs. And so I look for healthy companies that I think are going to be fine long term, that are extended on the downside short term. And I try to buy those dips. And if you look at Intel, daily chart looks extended. It's all the way down to like 39 something. And it just seems interesting right now. 35.20s looks interesting. Looks cheap relative to a lot of other ones. And I think Intel's going to be fine long term. And so I dare you to buy TBLT. Well, TBLT is a short squeeze play. And so it looks pretty extended. It's one of those ones that are high risk, high reward. But usually as you evolve and mature as a trader, you kind of stray away from those type of trades, because they just kind of get a little gambly. Now I'm not saying TBLT is that, but I think the problem with stocks like TBLT is like I'm a range trader, right? So I usually like taking profit at highs and buying on dips and taking profit at highs, right? The problem with penny stocks like TBLT is that whenever you sell or whenever the stock turns on you, they turn so fast and they can go against you really, really quickly and get halted. And then you're just stuck, right? You lose a bunch more than you really expected to, even if you have like really good risk systems in place. They can just turn on you really, really quickly, and it can just get very dangerous for holding in terms of like risk reward. TBLT is just huge short squeeze play though, so it is high risk, high reward. If it starts breaking 7, 8s, 9s, I'll consider buying it short term for some scalps. But I'm not gonna invest in TBLT because it's a short squeeze play, and again, short squeezes don't last forever. And so yes, it's up big over the last 24 to 34 hours, 24 to 48 hours. I mean, but this thing turns on you quick. If you look at it, a great example is TBLT. When you look at it back on the last run it made, so like, yeah, it looks great right now. It looks very, very strong. But again, these turn on you very, very quickly. If we look at a 10-day chart, look at the last time this thing tanked here. And I think this one did an offering too. And I think it might have more registered offerings there potentially here. And so that's another risk, is that sometimes these companies pump themselves up and then slam you with offerings when the price point is the highest. And that's going to almost certainly crash the stock if it happens. And so I might scalp TBLT at the open today if it looks good, but I'm not going to hold it long term. There's just way too much risk for that for me personally. And, I'm not telling you shouldn't. I don't know what you should do. It's all up to your own risk system. But for me, it's just too much. But I might start investing in the, what's the short arc ETF? This is one of the best looking charts I've ever seen. Hey, what's up, Gregory? Been following Endo. Any ideas? Isn't that oil? Right? Endo is oil, I believe, right? If I can remember correctly. I'm trying to remember. I see a lot of different stocks every day. Endo can. Oh, is it cannabis? The stock is a American generics and specialty branded pharmaceutical company. Okay, gotcha. I don't know enough about this one, brother. For E&DO, man. Or no. Do you mean ENDP? Is that what you're talking about? Or do you actually mean ENDO OTC penny stock? S-ARC? TARC follows ARC with 2x leverage. Why would I ever want to follow ARC, though? No offense. Okay, and again, I'm going to tell you some... these are some concerning things that make me want to buy the short ARC instead, okay? Some of these trades don't make sense, right? These last 3 trades that I've seen don't make sense for ARC, okay? And I'll explain why, right? One of them was they bought DraftKings after a big catalyst, right? So it's like if a stock has a big catalyst, it's usually not the best time to buy it because it's kind of extended at that point in time. So they bought DraftKings and then it tanked on them and they lost a bunch of money there. And then they sold Coinbase after this big crypto crash. Like, in my opinion, when crypto is starting to bottom out, they sold their Coinbase position. That would be kind of a point where I'm buying Coinbase instead. They're also taking just really extended hyped up plays. And so I just don't agree with most of those trades. And if you look at the SARK, which is the short arc, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, SARK. If you look at the SARK chart, it's a pretty nice looking yearly 52-week chart. It's pretty nice looking, man. Looks good. And so I just don't, I don't agree with the trades that they're making over there at ARK. And I think they're buying up really hyped up extended plays and then selling when they're starting to bottom out, which is the opposite of what I personally do in my own trading. But hey, listen, like I said, they got way more money than me, so maybe they know something I don't. But oh, I didn't say you would. I was asking. Yeah, all good, Bills. No worries. I'm just telling you my honest opinion on it, brother. No, it's going to matter short term for the market almost certainly. All right, guys, TBLT up to 670, 680s. I don't know enough about it, Gregory, to be honest, brother. Any OTC, I'm just usually avoiding. There's just too much risk, too much sensationalism, and all that stuff in OTC stocks. Some big gains, big risk, big reward. Oh, what's up? What's up, Mo? Dude, I've seen that. You talking about the movie with Sandra Bullock? I've seen that. I saw that a long time ago. Good movie, but yeah, kind of hard to watch. I've only seen it once. It's kind of brutal movie to pay attention to and watch. TBLT at 680s, guys, 680s. You know the show? Oh, I was thinking of Bird Box, not okay. Heard it. What is it? That sounds fun, man. That sounds interesting. I'll check it out, Mo. I got you, bro. That sounds good. Hey, what's up, Tanvir? Not trading the NQ. I don't really need to trade futures most of the time. Yeah, I got you, Mo. Yeah, I'll check it out, dude. Sounds cool. All right, guys. So yeah, so we got the SPY, man. SPY up to 408.50s here. Here's the Q, a little bit more tech heavy. Q's doing a little bit worse than the SPY short term today, but yeah, we got some interesting numbers. Exxon Mobil up there. We got Tesla still consolidating at 850s here. Let's put the previous closing thing up. Yeah, so but most things were pretty green after Apple and Amazon earnings yesterday. Again, Intel dropped, and we might be buying Intel too, depending on what the PCE data shows in about 16 minutes. We might be buying up Intel, maybe not. We'll see. Pop Smoke buys. I like Pop Smoke. Rest in peace. You know. THMO. Yeah, THMO looks okay. It's just a penny stock though, so we'll see if it can ramp up. TBLT still moving. Intel is up there. Look at TBLT though, man. This thing is big short squeeze. On SPRT. No. What's the symbol? DK, I don't see anything. Yeah, Warren's buffet, in my opinion. Great idea. You'd almost certainly get hit with a lawsuit, though, but great idea. ExxonMobil back up to 95s here. Here's TBLT. Here's the SPY itself. We also got Amazon at 135.80s here, so we're still watching Amazon, too. Spirit. Yeah, airlines, especially Spirit, I'm kind of neutral on them. I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're not really the sector that I understand and know well, so it's just kind of like, we'll see. All right, guys, Amazon at 135s, 135.70s. We got TBLT at 680s as well. All right, so we got somebody comment on the Roku question. Again, here's the question. Interesting conversation. Hopefully he's not mad. Doesn't seem like he is. So let's hear about it, guys. All right, so we have an interesting conversation here. And again, I asked this question. Again, let me know what you guys think. Serious question. Has updates in smart TV software not rendered most of Roku hardware obsolete? What is the real bullish argument for this question? Genuine question. Honest and serious question here. So we had somebody comment. He said, smart TV software is still subpar compared to the Roku experience. Roku updates its software consistently and has a better UX. TV manufacturers don't have the same incentive to maintain their software. Additionally, has network effects from people who own their TVs, have had other products who now have the Roku app. It has its own stickiness. As streaming services rise and fall, Roku plays the middle and advances the ad platform and streaming services. Maybe. But again, the question here, I can understand that. But the real question here, is, are those advantages enough to justify the regular, the basic consumer? A basic consumer's purchase of Roku hardware. my opinion, smart TV continue to grow and become more efficient. With that, it's gonna become. All right, so there we go. So here's the conversation. And basically, my response to that is I can understand it, but the real question is, are those advantages enough to justify the basic consumer's purchase of Roku hardware? In my opinion, smart TV software will continue to grow and become more efficient as well. And with that, it's going to cause Roku to become more and more obsolete. And I honestly think that's true. I think it's going to be hard to get somebody to purchase Roku hardware whenever their smart TV does it themselves. Here's the best example of that, right? So just to give you some history into like kind of a similar argument. Is back in the late 90s, or really mid to late 90s, when the internet was first becoming a big thing. You had a company called Netscape that was a browser company, kind of like Google Chrome. You know, TBLT ripping up, breaking highs again, guys. Just to touch on this real quick. Look at TBLT rip. It's up to $7. So TBLT is ripping up here. But again, to go back to what I was saying, you had a company called Netscape IPO. It was the most successful IPO at the time that there had ever been, I believe. It raked in billions and billions of dollars on IPO day. Just had a wildly successful IPO pre-profitability, right? And before that, the standard of IPOs were that a company had to be profitable on the books before they actually did the IPO. With that, they thought nobody would trust it if it tried to IPO. Well, Netscape kind of changed that landscape, pun intended. And with that, other companies it opened up the floodgates for other companies to do IPOs. But I digress. Back to the point here is that Microsoft went to Netscape and Microsoft said, hey, we'll buy you or we'll partner with you. Why don't you partner with us? Netscape said no, right? What Microsoft did next is Microsoft started including those type of browsers in their software, in their computers, so that people didn't have to go anywhere and purchase anything extra in order to have the browser that they wanted. And even though the Netscape software was better than Microsoft's software at the time, it completely killed Netscape. Netscape was over within a few years because it came with it. Roku type software already comes with smart TVs now. You know what I mean? So like, while Roku might be a more efficient option, is that going to be enough to justify the purchases of Roku hardware? And again, software is going to become better and better in smart TVs as well as time progresses as well. And so I think that's the argument there. But again, let me know what you guys think. That's my argument. TBLT, ramp it up, guys. At 727 is the new high of the day. 727. Well, some of the TVs do, but it's certainly not all of them. Yeah, I have a Samsung and it's kind of clunky, but I still use it. Definitely over time it will become obsolete. Exactly, Paige. I mean, that's my argument for it. I might be wrong. Obviously crazier things than have happened. But like, that's my argument. Hey, what's up, Red? All right, guys, TBLT at 720, 720s. I don't even watch TV really anymore, to be honest. Most of the time, I'm just on my streaming apps anyway. Which again, I think is bad for Comcast. It's another reason I don't like Comcast. I don't like DirecTV and AT&T long term. It's because I think people are going to leave them in droves and just start doing what we're doing, which is using streaming-based services instead of cable. So I think that's bad for internet carriers, cable carriers. Yeah, Getty's just a SPAC merger. So, Getty's still over VWAP, so I guess there's still some argument for bullish sentiment for Getty, and we'll see. TBLT up to 720s, guys, ramping up here. Again, Exxon Mobil up there at 94.90s. We got PCE released in 7 minutes, guys, 7 minutes. TBLT up to 733s now. Yeah, but if it's Google versus Roku, I'm picking Google every time, AJ. Every time. All right, guys. TBLT at 724s. TBLT pulling back now. Got up to almost 740 here. Again, Tesla at 853. We got Exxon Mobil up there. Here's the SPY itself. SPY's up to 4, down to 408. It's kind of 408 support level seems interesting to pay attention to as well. Buy Roku, yeah. If you believe that, buy Roku. But I'm not really a believer. Best for Roku, Google buys them and integrates them. Yeah, for sure. I think that might be a plausible argument for Roku's success. But I think if it boils down to a competition, the question though, here's the question, right? The question is Google far enough behind Roku in terms of software that they would need to buy Roku? Because again, if they're pretty close to each other now, why would Google waste the time of buying Roku and instead just take them out of business? You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying any of these definitively. I don't know. I'm asking these questions because genuine questions here. Getty back over 30. Bounced right at VWAP. Aapl up to 161. So we got the SPY up there as well. Here's Amazon. Why did Elon want to buy Twitter? Well, I think Elon wanted to buy Twitter for a number of different reasons. The main one is that I think every billionaire understands the vulnerability that they face long term in any one company. And so diversifying, especially into social media, is a really important thing to do. I think if you have enough money to do so, because it'll basically help stabilize and protect your business from long-term vulnerabilities. Low-key, I don't think they're going to buy Roku. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. We're all just kind of looking into it. It's just a fun conversation to have. But again, the question is Roku so much more ahead of Google that Google would need to buy them out instead of just kind of improving their own software without needing to spend billions on some type of big acquisition, PCE numbers drop in about 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. Yeah, PCE numbers are certainly going to affect the market, at least some. Gia. Y'all take the time, hit that sub button, guys. Hit the notification bell. Fire Stick is the #1 streaming device, and now their software is coming built into many TVs. Well, yeah, but I think they're the #1 streaming device because most people don't need hardware streaming devices. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not knocking it. This is genuine. These are my just honest thoughts on it. I think if there's not much of a market for hardware streaming devices, then it's going to be the #1 because there's not much other ones to compete with. The question is, are hardware streaming devices even a necessary thing? And I think the Roku integration into most TVs is good, but at a certain point, these TVs aren't going to need Roku, and they're going to say, hey, why should we pay Roku for this? When instead we can just offer the same services ourselves and become more efficient in our own service over time instead of paying Roku for integration. Amazon up to 136.60s here. I'm just telling you how I feel about that business-wise. Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, good morning, man. Why Twitter with so many other solid companies? What other social media companies are buyable for Elon that are going to have the same reach as Twitter? Facebook's too expensive. you know, Twitter, well, if he can get it under 50 billion, you know, seems okay. All right, guys, waiting for the PCE numbers. They should be dropping in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let me know what your expectations are for these PCE numbers. I pull everything up, just kind of sitting here waiting for these numbers to drop. All right, guys, less than a minute before the PCE numbers come out again. Let me know your expectations for this. Let's get ready for it. We'll have it as soon as it comes out, guys, so just bear with me. All right, guys, let's do this. All right, guys, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. We got Apple moving up a little bit pre-bell. Here's the SPY itself. SPY itself is at 408.20s. All right, guys, data's going to be released in about 5 to 10 seconds. We'll see when we get it, but we're going to check it as soon as it happens. So let's see what we get, team. All right, guys, let's see what the data is. All right, market dropping initially after the PCE data. We're still waiting to see it show up and reflect on our end. We did have soybean numbers come out. Soybean numbers, plus 1% PCE price index core, plus 1% is what it came in at. Honestly, my platforms are a little slow to figure this stuff out, but yeah, plus 1% is what the PCA data shows. Market at 408s right now. All right, guys, yeah, or it's 0.6%. Core PCE price index month over month for June actually came in at 0.6%. I'm sorry. That was your expectations, Walter. My bad. There is the core PCE price index month over month for June, came in at 0.6, which is 0.5% expected, prior 0.3%. And so consumers are paying a little bit more now. But yeah, those are the numbers. Canadian GDP for May came in at, or no, it didn't drop yet. Again, prior 0.3%, 0.6% was the core PCE price index month over month for June. Market has rebounded from this here. SPY all the way back up to 408.30s. Core PCE prices year over year for June came in at 4.8% versus 4.7% expected. Again, we're going to reflect this here as well. There is the full numbers for PCE. Again, core PCE index came in for 0.6% for June month over month for core PCE versus 5% or 0.5% expected, prior 0.3%. USA core PCE price index year over year for June came in at 4.8% versus 4.7% expected. USA personal spending month over month for June came in at 1.1% versus 0.9% expected. That is the full numbers here that you can see here. Again, month over month, personal income month over month came in at 0.6% as well versus 0.5% expected. All right, guys, so those are the numbers here. Again, those are the numbers. Core PCE for the U.S. Month over month for June came in at 0.6% versus 0.5% expected. Prior 0.3%. Core PCE price index year over year for June came in at 4.8% versus 4.7% expected. Prior 4.7%. Personal spending for the USA month over month for June came in at 1.1% versus 0.9% expected. Prior 0.3%. Personal income month over month for June came in at 0.6% versus 0.5% expected. Prior 0.6%. Market's down from this. Again, the PCE, again, just to give you the literal definition of it, reflects the changes in the prices of goods and services purchased by consumers. So it's basically how much consumers are paying. And again, it came in a little bit higher than expected for June. They expected 0.5%, and it came in at 0.6%, which is, again, a little bit worse than expected because that means prices are higher and spending is higher. So this is basically how much people are paying for goods. And they're paying 0.6% higher for June versus 0.5% expected. So higher is not good, guys. And you can see the market dropping. Year over year for June came in at 4.8% versus 4.7% expected, so a little bit higher on that front as well. Personal spending came in at 1.1% versus 0.9% expected. And then personal income for June came in at 0.6 versus 0.5% expected. So income came up a little bit too. But yeah. Yeah, all good, Eric. Yeah, CPI August 10th is going to be really, really interesting. But yeah, basically prices, people are spending more on products. So yeah. And so yeah, if you want to know the difference, CPI measures basically inflation in terms of like what people are spending out of pocket. PCE tracks the changes in prices of the things that they're buying, if that makes sense. But yeah, not good. A little bit higher than expected. Not incredibly high, though, so it shouldn't cause some incredibly big, brash reaction, in my opinion. But it's definitely not good that everything was a little bit higher again, especially when you consider how aggressively they've been raising rates lately. And so, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, personal spending is high, obviously, because we're paying crazy. Yeah. Any squeeze today? I don't know. Aapl at 160s, SPY at 407.50s. Tesla at 852s here. Aapl bouncing back a little bit, so we are getting a little bit of a rebound short term from this. Again, where's Intel at? I might buy up this Intel dip. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and buy. We're going to take an initial position here of 15 shares of Intel. Small initial position of 15 shares of Intel here. And again, I'm not telling you should buy it. I have no idea what Intel would do. But we're going to take an initial position of 15 shares. Buy market, sell bid, buy the ask. All right, that should do it. All right, guys. Oh, we need to do TIF here as well. There we go. All right, so we're going to start with the initial position of Intel of 15 shares. 15 shares. If it keeps dropping, we'll add more to it too. But yeah, so PCE numbers. We're going to buy this initial dip. And again, let me know if you guys think it's a good or bad idea. It doesn't matter to me too much what it does short term. Raising rates won't decrease the price of goods. Companies are selling less because people are buying less, but they are increasing prices a lot to make up for less spending. Yeah, but when they raise prices, people are just going to spend it even less. And so eventually, at least the logic is that discouraging spending is going to cause inflation to go down long term. Short term, we're going to have pain with aggressive rate raises and rate hikes. But long term, at least the goal is to discourage spending in order to discourage high prices. Yeah, it's down for me too as well, Kevin. What's the risk to an Intel? Well, I mean, it's all speculative, of course. I'm going to be looking at the 4-week chart here and probably set my risk to the lifetime low for Intel, or at least not the lifetime low, but the 4-year low. on Intel at about 35.50s or so is probably where my risk is going to be. And again, I'm going to preface this with I have no idea whether you should hold this, guys. No idea what this is going to do. I might be wildly wrong about this, and it might just crash down. Do not copy me. I'm not an investment professional. I'm not liable if you lose. Hey, thank you, Robert. We appreciate you, man. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. We did get PCE numbers. Again, we showed 0.6% for June versus 0.5% expected, prior 0.3%. So a little bit higher than expected. Core PCE price index for June came in at year over year came in at 4.8%, so higher on the year over year PCE price index, and then personal spending for June came in at 1.1% versus 0.9. Yeah. All right, team. Yeah, where do y'all think the SPY is going to get end of day? Again, the risk with Intel, to be completely honest here, is if the market keeps tanking, I think the market might be a little extended relative to INTC, right? So if the market keeps tanking, then maybe INTC follows it down, which I think is the risk there. I think that's the risk. I think sympathy with broader market as a correction happens from being a little bit extended short term, especially when you consider all these numbers. I think that is the bigger argument for the opposing side of my current trade in Intel. But again, if we keep dipping, I'll probably keep adding to it, and the goal is to have like a swing trade in this position. Do you think we'll get a red day across the market? I'm not sure. Fridays are a lot of the time red. The outcome is probably bad for the market. Yes, this is a miss, ADA. It is a miss because it came in higher than expected, which in terms of like personal spending and PCE numbers, lower is better. It means that goods and service prices are lower in terms of what we're spending on them. And it means goods and prices numbers are higher. And so the number, okay, so less is better. It means prices are less and we're spending less on less on goods and services. Higher is worse, and so we actually put in a miss here by 0.1%. But as Elf just said, that's not good. That's 20% worse than expected. You know, it's not a crazy miss. You know, we've seen worse, obviously, but it's certainly not good. And yeah, so the market will probably react bearishly from this. But again, I don't know. We're just speculating here. INTC buying. Well, yeah. Odds probably favor another 75 basis point rate hike next meeting. Yeah, I mean, I think if it's another 75 basis point rate hike, I don't hate it. We'll see. Yeah, so we bought the dip in INTC, and we might add some more to it too. Getty getting under VWAP again. TBLT consolidating towards highs. And so, yeah, we'll see what we get. But numbers aren't great. Definitely not good. Yeah, I saw that about Elon's brother. All right, Amazon at 135.45. Let's see if that holds too. Well, yeah, Marcus Aurelius. Again, I said this yesterday during our Aapl stream, because we had like a bunch of people. We had like 1,000 people there. The big thing here is this, okay? So like this is the real thing to understand is that like day trading is romanticized a lot of the time, right? So traders romanticize day trading. They act like, it's just some super easy path to riches, and there's a lot of sleazy marketing out here in day trading as well. But to be honest, swing trading for a lot of people is going to be far less stressful and far more profitable as well. Swing trading ultimately requires a little bit less technical skill. Of course, it still requires technical skill, but swing trading as a whole requires less of it. And you can trade more sympathy moves and extension relative to like big support resistance in swing trading, as opposed to day trading, which is basically purely technical in nature. And so a lot of people romanticize day trading, but a large majority of day traders are ultimately going to lose. And, again, a lot of people give unreasonable expectations for it so that they could sell courses. But day trading is incredibly difficult. A large majority of people will lose, and I think a lot of people are going to be better suited towards swing trading anyway, because you can play different sympathy correlations in the market with like oil, gas, different sectors that you know and understand, like video game sectors, gaming conferences. You can swing trades, that type of stuff. You can essentially do a lot of different things in swing trading, and day trading is just pure technical based, and so it's just a lot of people are going to make more money and have an easier time swing trading than they are day trading, and it requires less money, and so a lot of people get stuck on day trading because people put out unreasonable expectations so that they can sell courses. Hey, do your thing, man. I'm not saying you can't make money day trading. I day trade every day. What I'm saying is that, don't say, hey, I have to day trade. I'm not going to do anything else. You know what I mean? Like, figure out what you're good at. Try a little bit of everything, and trade small when you do, of course, or trade with paper. But try a little bit of everything else out. You might not be meant to be a day trader. A lot of people are going to be better suited towards swing trading. All right, good luck, Mario. Yeah, 20% is big. Procter & Gamble posted misses on both fronts, I think, Joshua. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure P&G missed on their earnings. Let me see. Yeah, EPS missed 121 versus 123 estimate, so a narrow miss there. Sales of 19.5 billion beat the 19.37 billion estimate. Okay, so yeah, they posted mixed results. Sales and revenue beat, EPS miss for PG. No, 0.1, as somebody suggested, 0.1 is a big miss. It's 20%. Whenever the entire number is 0.5, missing by 20% more is pretty rough, And you can see the market again. We bought INTC on the dip after this. Here's the SPY. So the SPY initially reacted pretty bearishly to it, but again, the market hasn't really made the most sense lately, and we might rebound and come back up. Yeah, just be careful, Marcus. Some of the best skills you can have in trading are your ability to cut losses. And so, averaging down is fine if you have that plan beforehand. But if you're just adding to save losses, it might work a majority of the time, but the times that it doesn't work are going to destroy your account, sir. And so just be careful averaging in and averaging out. You only do so if it's your plan to do so beforehand. At least that's what I do. I only average in or average down if it's my plan to do so beforehand. And that means I have to enter it with initially very small sizing. Because what happens to a lot of traders is like they say they buy a dip at 400 and then it drops to 390. And instead of cutting the loss or whatever it is, they just kind of double their size. They double their size. And that might work 80% of the time or so. But the problem is at the times where it keeps on dropping continuously after you're doubling down, it just destroys your account. Again, it's kind of like the martingale roulette strategy. The martingale roulette strategy, you'll win most of the time. And basically in roulette, the martingale roulette strategy is if you double your bets each consecutive bet, right? Until you win, right? So you bet $1, you lose. You bet $2, you lose again. You bet $4, you win. You're gonna make money, right? And so in order to lose in the martingale roulette strategy, you got to lose 6 times in a row. And so to the average person, they might say, "Oh, well, you're never gonna lose 6 times in a row." No, you will lose 6 times in a row. And when you do so, you're going to destroy any money that you made in the previous few times leading up to that, plus more. And so it's one of the reasons, like, if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it in roulette. But it's not, because it doesn't work. And it doesn't work in trading either, And I'm not saying Marcus, I'm not saying you do that. Again, I just took this opportunity to have a lesson, because I think this is an important lesson for traders to hear. And so, of course, I'm not saying that you do that, Marcus. I'm just kind of giving people the truth about it. Yeah, Joshua. I mean, I kind of already have, bro. Like, I trade penny stocks occasionally, but most of the time, I've been trading large caps for like a year now. Just more consistent profits. Penny stocks are more sensationalized, and a lot of people think they have to trade penny stocks because they're cheap. But you could buy small shares of large caps and get the same thing done with a small account. And penny stocks are just sensationalized and risky. I'll still watch them and follow big moves, but yeah. Yeah, for sure. PGY. Yeah, PGY is another kind of short squeeze the last few days. Look at Apple. Apple back over VWAP here. Again, Intel coming back down. And again, my plan for this is to add more to it, which is why we took only 15 shares originally. Hey, what's up, Cincinnati? PGY. Yeah, PGY is up there. Kind of a big short squeeze. I just don't trust this. You know, if you look at an hourly chart, this thing went from 240 all the way up to $20 where it's at now. So it's just way too extended for me to really hold this for any extended period of time. Maybe if it has some momentum, sure. But until then, I don't know. Last 2 days, I made money on the opening bell moves. I continued to trade even though it was sideways and lost all earnings. Yeah, man. It's tough, dude. I'm not saying you can't make money day trading, investor. I never said that, you know. No offense, investor, but that's taking what I said out of context. Of course, you can make money day trading, and I do a lot of the time, you know. What I'm saying is that day trading is incredibly difficult and risky, and it takes a long time to be successful at it, and that a lot of people post very unrealistic expectations because they're trying to sell courses. And so they kind of got to mislead people. And I'm not knocking courses either. Like, if you got a reasonable course and you know what you're talking about, fine. But, you know, you just got to give traders the realistic expectations for some, you know. All right, guys. So Tesla dipping down. Apple back over VWAP. PGY at 19 or 20. Amazon at 135s. All right, guys. So yeah, PGY up there. Again, we're in Intel. Should we add more to Intel here? Again, we got 15 shares. Oh, we're still green on this one. I'm gonna add another 5. All right, so we're on 20. Let's see what this does. Again, here's the SPY itself. Oh, it's well over 50% of day traders. I would say it's closer to 95%, Michael. PCE index was bad. Yeah. Well, John, like I said, don't be too stubborn with it, man. Some people are going to be better suited towards swing trading. Some people are going to work at day trading and just never be profitable. In fact, I think a large majority of people, in fact. And so with that, don't be too stubborn. Try swing trading if you're really having that much trouble, bro. Again, day trading is not meant for everybody. It doesn't mean that you're not smart either. Some people's just personalities. Like, you got to go with your trading personality, right? And so some people are going to have more patience. Some people are going to have less patience. Some people are going to see correlations and sympathy moves better than others. And it has nothing to do with intelligence in that way. It just depends on, you know, your own unique personality in trading. And everybody's just different. Hey, what's up, Daniel? I'm trapped on Tesla. Really needs to continue dropping. Hey, what's up, Justin? That panic sold at 1600. Panic sold what at 1600? Yeah. I don't know, Justin. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to swing trade, you can trade the futures market, the E-mini, the micro E-mini, you know, commodities, oil, gases, all that stuff. You can swing trade. Again, the real key with a lot of this stuff, especially swing trading, is extension. You know, like what I do in swing trading is I look for really healthy companies that I consider beat up, and I buy the short-term dip and hold it and try to ride a extension bounce. And so again, you analyze extension. Basically, I do the opposite of what Kathy Woods does. You know, I buy it when they're down big, and I try to sell it when they're up. Uh, yeah, for sure, 100% investor. Oh, I panic sold ETH at 1600. I mean, you're still about break even there, so you can always jump right back in it. You know, if you want. Again, some of my best trades are when I jump right back in it. Swing trading is holding overnight, up to I think like a few weeks is the literal definition of it. But yeah, it's just holding positions overnight. All right, guys. TBLT at 714s. Amazon at 135.13s. Tesla down to 848. SPY over VWAP here. Should I buy that dip? TBLT finally pulling back some. And again, here's the SPY itself. We did have oil earnings today as well with Exxon, Chevron. SPY back up to 408 after this PCE data release here. GDP affects ETH. It all affects ETH and everything, to be honest. I think GDP certainly affects it, but I think what happened yesterday is we had Apple and Amazon, so tech earnings that were favorable. I also think that ETH is moving more to proof of stake relative to proof of work, and with that, the drops in like Intel and other microchip and tech stocks didn't affect ETH as much. But since Bitcoin is still proof of work, it got short-term hit from it, I guess. I'm using Epidemic Sounds, Maria. It's a copyright-free music platform. Bed Bath & Beyond bankrupt, really? All right, team. Sorry. All right, guys. So testing VWAP now for the SPY. Sorry, kind of doing some work here. Testing VWAP for the SPY. Amazon at 135.40s. We got Apple at 161.40s as well. So we still got some interesting stuff here. go. There we go. Yeah, we're using epidemic sounds. Might go long, 52. Green or red so far today, guys? Let me know. Again, my Intel trade's doing okay. We bounced back some. I might continue to add to that too if we get some good stuff. But yeah, TBLT is at 714. Getty getting back over VWAP here. So we still got some potential squeezes in that regard as well. Amazon at 135. So we got Tesla starting to dip here. I think Tesla might just been a little bit of short-term extend. It might have been a little bit extended on the short term. Just because of the big chip bill passing yesterday. It's just kind of flown up. It's helped the market as well, but the PCE numbers obviously haven't been great for it. Green so far. FTI, green, FFI, E. Yeah. All right, guys. And the Royals threw a shutout game all the way until the bottom of the ninth when Judge walked up. But you need to just walk Judge. Why wouldn't they walk Judge right there? Like, that's the time to walk Judge. It's the bottom of the ninth. You know what I mean? You get a home run, that's game over. You already got it out. Why wouldn't you walk Aaron Judge right there? You know what I mean? Somebody explain to me why the Royals didn't walk Judge right there. You know, just walk him, man. Like it's Judge. Get him out of here. You know, he ain't fast. Get Judge out of there, man. Walk him. I don't know what they were thinking. Yeah, TBLT, rip it up. Exxon Mobil, for sure. I like Exxon long term. Oil is just big. You know, super wildly successful. All right, team. Honestly, I'm gonna get some good rest this weekend, bro. I've been working. You know, and again, if y'all haven't already, hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. We've been working here at Beginner Trading. If you look at how much we've been working, whew, it's been a lot. This is all over the last day here. All over the last day, guys. Look at all this. Last 24 hours, basically. Look at all this. We've been streaming over and over and over and over again. Don't judge my emojis, or don't judge my thumbnails. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't welcome. SPY started to dip down. It's at 407.70s here for the SPY. 407.70s. PCE is already out, Bay. You can look right here. Again, core PCE month over month for June came in at 0.6 versus 0.5% expected, which is not a good, you know, it's bad. Probably, it means that people were spending more on goods and services. And so we came in higher than expected at 0.6 versus 0.5 in terms of PCE. Core PCE price year over year for June came in at 4.8 versus 4.7% expected prior. 4.7 personal spending for June came in at 1.1 versus 0.9% expected. So higher than expected on all fronts. Tesla dipping down. I think Tesla's kind of dragging the rest of the market down as well. It's at 407.70s. So hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Again, the only position we are in, we're holding a few positions, but the one we bought this morning, we bought Intel on this dip, and we're currently pretty green in it, so we'll take that green. Hopefully we'll have a good green rest of the week now. But we are in Intel. PCE certainly impacted the market at least a little bit. No, Sweden. Never heard of it, bro. Again, guys, if you could take the time and hit the subscribe button, I certainly appreciate it. You know, we've been growing like crazy lately, and we really do appreciate you all. But if you could take the time, hit that sub button. SPY's starting to break down here. So SPY's starting to break down here. We'll see if it continues to break down here. Again, the PCE dropped higher than expected. Tesla started to dip down to 845s. See if Tesla has any news that's influencing this here. Yeah, PCE is down. Do we think just Tesla was a little bit extended heading into the open today? Or why do y'all think Tesla is dropping like it is? I know they did the chip bill yesterday, which influenced most EV companies, including Tesla. The only one it didn't was NIO, because NIO is not a U.S. company, but all the other EV companies and charging stations went up in sympathy with the chip bill yesterday. And again, Tesla dragged the market up to a certain extent. Tesla is now creeping lower, getting closer to that previous closing price at 842.70s. And so the question is, does it hold those levels, guys? Does it hold those levels? Let me know what you guys think. Hey, thank you, Spec. Hey, I appreciate your hard work, Spec. You've been working hard helping me, you know, great mod skills, Spec, in chat. So we appreciate you, bro. All the mods, we appreciate you guys. Would love for P&G to drop to around 140. Be good for a swing. Yeah, didn't P&G post mixed results? They posted better than expected revenue and sales, but worse than expected EPS. That's what I remember. I thought they did. All right, guys, SPY down to 407.40s. All right, guys, SPY at 407s, 407s. Let's see if it actually holds. Oh, babe. Oh, maybe you're talking about JB. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about JB or me, but either way, we appreciate both of you guys. 280 at 280.70. Nice, man. Market is too predictable. It's the last day of the month, so we're going to clean up today. I don't know, man. A lot of Fridays are slow, but we could be going up. A lot of Fridays are not even necessarily slow, but I think a lot of Fridays are red days too, at least choppy days. So y'all just be careful. Fridays, especially with how the market has been lately. The only argument for a non-choppy day is PCE numbers are out. Most of the earnings are out already, and so we don't have any apprehension leading into big data releases or earnings, at least short term. And so maybe that'll influence the market, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys are holding. Let me know what you guys are watching today. Again, we do have some fun stuff going on. And we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Apple up to 161s. Amazon dipping down with the broader market. Tesla starting to fall, though, which might be influencing everything else. You see Tesla dropping. Yeah, consumer sentiment. Yep. And Tesla at 846. I got destroyed last Friday. I had to hold 6 days to get out of my position. Hey, well, at least you got out, Mike. Don't stress it, brother. It's been kind of a crazy few weeks, man, in terms of like fundamental data, earnings, and all that stuff. And again, when usually that stuff happens, people are just more apprehensive about all of it. And so it's kind of one of those things where there's been a lot of apprehension leading into the open because people are scared to take any sizable positions because of the data that might be released later in terms of earnings and fundamental data. And so people are just kind of nervous and more scared to trade. And with that, they trade smaller. Yeah, oil ripping up mostly on earnings beats in Exxon, Chevron, PG. Oh yeah, so we're moving there on those fronts also. All right, guys, we got about 22 minutes. All right, guys. All right, guys. Whew. Let's see what we get today. Should be a fun day. I've been thinking bad day. Oh, snap. Good play this price. I'm holding snap still, but, you know, I've already taken profit on it. Hey, what's up, Smokey? All good, brother. Yeah, man, it's been a tough few weeks, man, especially in terms of day trading. Day trading's been incredibly difficult the last 2-3 weeks. I've been trading very small and light because of it. But, you know, we'll see. I hope we test 390 on the SPY. We need to test the June bottom before we rip. Keep up the good work, bro. Hey, thank you, Chrono. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, all good, Mo. I'll check it out, brother. It looks good, dude. It looks good, man. All right, guys. All right, time to quit slacking. Hey, what's up, Pawn? Hey, have fun today, brother. Enjoy that rest, dude. Hey, good luck, Mo. Yeah, we'll see you later, bro. But yeah, guys, we'll see what we get today. Should be fun. All right, guys, we got about 19 minutes left. 19 minutes left. All right, guys. So yeah, man, what's crazy? I'm looking at the correlation between like the crypto crash and Rolex's prices. Like luxury watch prices are down too, and it kind of makes sense, man, because okay, sneaker market dropped, luxury item in a lot of ways. You know, if you're spending 600 bucks on some Jordan ones, you know, you're probably not going to be able to afford it if you're most of your portfolio is in crypto anymore. Same thing with Rolexes and Pateks. You know, so like luxury good prices have fallen in the crypto crash. Again, if we're looking at Bitcoin right now, though, Bitcoin is currently sitting. Bitcoin's starting to come back. Bitcoin's currently sitting at 23.5K. So, you know, we're back up to mid 20s, which is good. Let me know if you guys think crypto is going to hold. All right. Sorry to hear that, Smokey. Yeah, I asked my son what he thought about Roblox. He was kind of a Roblox bear, man. He said he wanted to short it. He did say he wanted to short it, but I asked him if he thought Roblox was still going to be a successful company in 5 years. And he said he thought it would be around, but it's going to be noticeably less valuable. And he was right so far. Um, yeah, ETH has been the one that really flew. It went over 1700s for a split second. It's back down to 1600. Still looks good. All right, guys, we got 17 minutes. 17 minutes. Yeah, I'll have to. I'm thinking about getting some updated tattoos on my end too, man. I got to get some work done on my right side. My right side, I had one that I didn't like that I got removed, but I gotta maybe do like a patch over of it or something like that. You know. I also want to get something on my left that brings the left arm together on mine. Oakley's? I don't know if Oakley's is. No, it doesn't look like it is. Oh, is it OO? Is OO a stock? No. Not yet, at least. Is it going to be? It shouldn't be a stock. It's almost certainly going to fail. AMC dipping down to 1440s after these PCE numbers. Here's the SPY itself. Again, SPY itself at 407.25s. Let's look at 407 whole dollar support area. We got the previous closing price at 406.07. And I'm just hoping we get some type of volatility today, to be completely honest. Hey, good luck, Walter. Do you think SPY will retest 400? I don't know, to be honest. I hope not. I hope it holds and continues ripping, but of course, never really know what's going to happen here. What was her name? No, it's not a. It actually isn't. It's not a. It has nothing to do with any ladies. You know, 15K is my price target for Bitcoin. Hey, we'll see. Yeah, no offense to anybody. Even Carol and I have even said Carol had the idea of getting matching tattoos, and I'm just not about that. You know, I'm not gonna get any. I got my kids on my arm. You know, that's about as close as I'm getting to putting anybody else's arm. The only other tattoos I have are like RIP tattoos for old friends who have passed. Max paid us 400 for the SPY. We'll see. Yeah, so I hope not. 400 is just a big psychological level. We'll see if it actually holds. We'll see. You know, it might not. All right, guys, 14 minutes into the market opens. 14 minutes. It's Friday, so it's gonna be a little bit slower day as it is, and as we know. But yeah, SPY at 407s. CODX. Yeah, I know we had TBLT. We had a few short squeezes in play. TBLT pulling back to 7s. HKD is another one that's a recent IPO volatility, and that thing has been flying up. We also had PGY rip up over the last few days. Popped up a little bit in pre-market today. But those are the short squeeze plays that a lot of people are watching right now. Again, SPY down to 402 or 47s. We did drop PCE numbers that were a little bit worse than expected. BD. I get a BT tat. Tampere. AYLA. Yeah, I've had a few people mention this one to me today. It ripped up some. Sideways, though. It ripped up a little bit, but then maintained sideways. Consolidating around VWAP here. We can look at the reason why AYLA is trying to rip. All right, so AYLA is down. You know, a little bit over the last few minutes, but consolidating, and it looks voluminous, so we'll see if it holds some of these gains. Hey, good luck, Smokey. Yeah, definitely Tanvir. Top 3 for sure, you know. Amazon, Apple. Again, we are in Intel right here, which again, the only thing that I'm kind of worried about, we're up small here. We'll add to it too if it looks good. But we're up nicely from it. I kind of wanted to add more than just 20 shares though, but I guess 20 shares is sufficient short term for this. But we are in Intel after this dip. Again, here's the SPY, here's the Q. I'll be right back, guys. I got to go to the restroom, so I will be right back. Give me like, 30 seconds. But I will be right back, guys. Going to the restroom again. We got about 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. While I'm gone, serious question. Favorite stock for the opening bell? Let me know live in chat. Favorite stock for the opening bell? Let me know here. You can see the PCE numbers right there. Let me know your favorite stock for the open. All right, guys. So we are back here. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes until the opening bell. Let me know what you guys are watching right now. Let me know what you guys have on your watch list today. We got Intel down. We got the Q market down. PCE report is out today, so we did have the PCE numbers drop. There's the PCE numbers right there if you guys want to see them. Gonna be a slower day. It's Friday. We got all the big numbers out, and now we're just kind of chilling right now. Nine minutes, guys. 9 minutes. We're at 311.20s on the Q. Amazon popping back up to 135s here. We'll see if that actually holds these levels. We'll see. But yeah, big movement here in the last week, and we'll see if the market holds. Let me check back up. You ain't got no job, and you ain't got ish to do. One of the GOAT movies of all time. I really don't know which stock to trade. They don't look promising. Well, depends on which direction you're taking, I guess. That's funny. I'm in an Intel short position. Oh, good luck, brother. Shorts. Q shorts for the day, Robert. Hey, good luck, man. I guess it just depends on if you consider us extended. My super chart is still a buy signal. It's projecting 47s on the TQ. Hey, good luck, man. I'm no longer short. Hey. AYLA moving. Q popping back up a little bit. Again, my Intel trade's going great. I mean, we're up nicely on that dip. I told you guys I'd buy the dip after the PCE numbers, and we're bouncing right now. So those kind of extended dip buys are my favorite. Oh, I used to love the old Chopper City Boys New Orleans CD back when I was like a teenager. And like Father Like Son by Wayne. I like those too. Kind of a rap nerd, like I said. Q is up to 311s, 50s. So we're watching the Q now. Starting to bounce back some after these big drops. Tesla down at 847s. Rosie hitting the door. So market's starting to bounce back. You can see the Q on the right. It's starting to rebound a little bit. We'll see if it actually holds this rebound, but it's trying to. Swisher House. Oh, you're talking about that's the Houston. You know. Yeah, INTC bad earnings, but just rebounding nicely from it as well. That Mike Jones. I actually served Mike Jones when I was at the Marriott. He lost a bunch of weight. At least he did. This was like 8 years ago. But like Mike Jones lost a bunch of weight. I served him. He came into the Marriott when I was a bartender there like eight or 9 years ago. He didn't really talk much, but his girl talked. And his girl was pretty too. Obviously, I mean, it's Mike Jones, I guess. But yeah, they tipped really well as well, so shout out to them. You know. Govx. Getty still under VWAP, but holding its gains kind of. Let's see if it holds over 25. I think 25 is probably a big level. Govx is moving up a little bit here. Amazon at 134.60, so we're watching that as well. All right, guys, 5 minutes, team, 5 minutes. Let's do this. Good luck. Hey, what's up, Max? Hilarious, Sweden. You know. All right, guys, market's pulling back a little bit pre-open, guys. We got 5 minutes until the opening bell. 281-330-8004. Yeah, he said hit Mike Jones up on the low. Because Mike Jones about to... but no, he did not. I know you're just joking about it, but yeah. Yeah, man. Listen, if I win the lottery, bro, I'm gonna bless everybody, you know. I'll win the lottery. I'm gonna be the biggest day trader on YouTube. I'll put it that way. We're gonna be throwing around millions. Going absolutely crazy here. Intel ripping up beautifully here, guys. Hey, I don't think I'm going to take profit yet. I think we're just going to let this work. But we are very green on our Intel trade after that dip buy. You love to see it. Amazon up to 134.70, so we're watching that as well. And again, if y'all are hearing me with these Mike Jones references, you might be sitting there like, what the heck is John talking about? If you're too young for that, you know, you probably don't understand. This was the early 2000s. You know, anybody that grew up then knows exactly the reference I'm talking about, to be honest. At least if you grew up in the South, you do. What's up, Ghost? Govx at 217s, TBLT at 715s. So TBLT holding at $7 VWAP area. 3 minutes, guys, before the opening bell. 3 minutes. Who? You know? I always like Mike Jones. He was cool, though. Like I said, I've met him and I've met Master P. Aapl at 161. So let's see if it holds that level. We do have this kind of big move down here at 160, so I think we can watch that as well. Amazon at 134.50s. Q was at 311.50s, and then we've got the SPY here as well at 407.50s. So, you know, let's watch 407 and the previous closing price on the SPY to see if they hold that level. Amazon just ripped all the way up to 135.50s as well. Would you keep streaming if you won the lottery? Probably. I think I would. I'd probably stream and I'd probably day trade like 100 million. Or no, never mind. I would never day trade that. I would probably day trade like $1 million account and just throw around ridiculous money. You know, give me something to do with my time. I definitely wouldn't be getting up as early as I am now, though. That's for sure. Like I said, if I really did win the lottery, I'd probably give like at least 500K to every big supporter that I had here. At least I think I would. You never know until you get it, but you know. Hey, y'all better hope I win the lottery. GOVX popping back up. INTC pulling back a little bit now, which is fine. Again, plan is to hold that long term and maybe add to it if it keeps on dipping down. All right, guys, less than 2 minutes. And Fred's last weekend. Amazon, guys, at 135s and at 135s. Had an initial pop and then a quick rejection back down. Aapl tried to break over VWAP here. Yeah, everybody about to be super supportive, you know. Anyways, man, GOVX pump it up. We got Tesla testing the previous closing price. So Tesla's actually looking like it wants to go red on the day. It's testing that previous close level. We'll see if it actually holds, though. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I didn't stream. I'd be so bored, man. Like I said, I'd probably just stream with like big money, you know, big money. What if I had $1 million account? I'm still buying 50 shares, you know, making $5 a trade. Y'all would hate me. GOVX is at 220s. SPY push it up though, so SPY looks good. So the SPY's starting to make a comeback here. Tesla's starting to go red though. Tesla is now technically red on the day. And here's the opening bell, guys. Good luck. 10 seconds. All right, team. Aapl up to 161s. And there's the bell, guys. There's the opening bell. Tesla down to 842s at the opening bell. We got the SPY at 407.60s. 407.60s on the SPY. We do have Amazon popping up. Is at 135s. GOVX is at 222s. So we're watching that on as well. Big moves for GOVX. Starting to move up at the opening bell. Again, Tesla is now technically under the previous closing price, so technically red on the day. And the broader market hasn't really done too much. Big downwick on the big market here, on the broader market. Starting to get some turnarounds. TPLT starting to creep back up to that previous high of the day, though. And so, again, I guess I am starting to see a correction from the big moves we've made earlier in the week. Now, July hasn't been anything but boring, Mini. You know, if you've been watching the stock market, it's been anything but boring. We've had a lot of big earnings, big fundamental data released that are super important, weighing on the markets itself. And so, yeah, we've had a lot of crazy stuff. Tesla all the way back green on the day. Tesla just rebounded all the way back up over previous closing price. And I'm sure that's going to drag everything else back up with it, I would assume. SPY going green again on the day over VWAP here. We pull over VWAP and then pull back to the 408 level. I might buy that dip. Tesla's starting to push back up. Amazon is dipping down, though. So Amazon is now dropped all the way down to 134s here. But the SPY itself is starting to creep back up here. So it's over VWAP now. Tesla pumping up too. So Tesla all the way back up to 846s. Aapl hasn't really done too much. Aapl is only at 161. It's mostly sideways for Aapl. But we'll see if it holds these gains, to be honest. GOVX still pumping up. Getty is starting to make a comeback back up to the VWAP here. And GETY is a recent IPO that's been ridiculously volatile lately. Yeah, Amazon's falling back down, though. And SPY's starting to correct back down as well here. Look at the SPY all the way back down here. We'll short it if it breaks lows and then bounces back small. But I think it also depends on what Tesla does here. If you look at Tesla right here, Tesla is kind of testing the previous closing price. So it looks like Tesla wants to go green. But time will tell, and we'll have to wait and see. Look at GOVX start to pump, though. So GOVX is up to 230s right now. Again, Tesla's battling this previous closing price. Just went red on the day. Market just dumped down too, getting a lot of weakness here too. All right, about 25 shares of the SPY, just a small trade. See if we could scalp a little baby move and see what happens. There we go. All right, so we're in the first 2 minutes. Break even on this trade. We'll see if the SPY can hold under here. And then a new candle just opened up as well. There we go. Starting to see a breakdown. Tesla sideways, though. Trying to let things stabilize a little bit here. It's Friday, so we're taking small size, and we'll see what happens with the market, but we're not going to force things too much. Look at Tesla bounce all the way back to the previous closing price. Tesla goes green on the day. We'll see. Yeah, there goes Tesla. We're going to get out of this just because Tesla might go green on the day, and that's going to drag the SPY up with it, and I'm not trying to get stuck in that. So we're going to wait and recalibrate our positions now. Yeah, GOVX is flying up at the open, to be honest, man. It's up to 230s. So looking a little bit more exciting than Aapl. Here is GOVX at 230s. Not a huge, I mean, it's only about 10 cents. All right, we'll jump right back in the market here, 25 shares. Maybe add some back too. It's just so much close to lows that I don't mind the small position here. Just in case we get a firm breakdown. Yeah, look at GOVX at the top left. It's all the way up to 230s. There we go. All right, so we called a breakdown on the SPY. Ended green there. Intel's very green too on that one, so Intel we're up still nicely. Big down wicks on the SPY and Tesla, so indecision coming in right now. GOVX all the way up to 240s. Amazon still dumping. Okay, let me put this out the way so you can actually see my trades. All right, big down wick in the SPY. We're going to short this. There's 25 shares short. Another drop out. Scalped it real quick. Still kind of hanging out waiting here. Q is just breaking down. So tech is really getting weighed down here. Amazon, Tesla both down big. But yeah, tech is really the one that's been falling here. All right, we're in 25 shares of the SPY. We'll also add back to it here if it moves up some more. Kind of taking small size right now at the open just because, you know. All right, so we're going to get out there. Just because, frankly, this is where a lot of the volatility is. So we're going to let this work. Market breaking lows. Tesla consolidating. GOVX is still ripping. TBLT broke down. Tesla looks like it might start to come up here. Look at Tesla right here. So Tesla's starting to fight back. I get an initial bounce back on the Q. I think it's mostly from Tesla coming back up to test that previous closing price. But if it gets rejected here, then it's going to be a weak sign for sure. GOVX finally starting to dip. All right, so we're shorting the Q right now, small, as Tesla breaks. There is the Q. So we're shorting this small as Tesla breaks, 15 shares. Go ahead and cover into that. Caught that breakdown too. So up 20 something on the day now. Just kind of riding this downward pressure as we get it here on both the SPY and Q. Tesla all the way back up here. So we're going to wait to short it because I do think Tesla's weighing down on this. If we get a little extended, maybe up here or up here, we'll short some more. But if Tesla starts to break over this previous closing price and rip, then that's going to drag everything else up. We also have Amazon pulling a little bit of a U-shaped breakout here. So we're right around VWAP. But in terms of extension, I think we got to wait now. TBLT breaking down. Aapl down pretty big too. Yeah, Aapl dumping. Just consolidation. So hopefully we're bottoming out some, but we're not going to take any positions yet. All right, so we're in 15 shares now of the Q short. Not going to hold it a long time. We'll add some more too, I guess. But yeah, we're going to cut that. Small loss there. We'll wait now. But again, Tesla's starting to rip back up, which is what we wanted to wait for. Tesla creeping back up, Cvx ripping back up, Apple and Amazon starting to come back up as well here. Cvx breaking highs, Amazon starting to reel back up. Market's starting to come back too. So again, this is what we got to wait for. We're watching Tesla to see how that influences markets. And so with Tesla starting to come back up, if we can open up and hold a new candle right here over this previous closing price, that's a very good sign. And so if we can start testing this high up there for Tesla, it looks like a U-shaped red to green move. And that's a good sign for where the market is heading, hopefully at least. Tesla starting to reel back up. Tesla up to 845s, 846s here. So Tesla's starting to come back, guys. Big pop up for Tesla all the way up to 846s. Again, we're green on the day, but it's a small green day, and we're just kind of hanging out, trying to let some of this trend play out. We're not going to attack too heavily on this downward trend because we see Tesla starting to go green on the day. And so with that, you know, it might drag everything else up with it. Apple's starting to go green on the day too. And so maybe we'll get a red to green move that we can attack, but we got to let that pattern play out before we push harder. Cvx just dumped down big here. Big red candle quickly. So somebody took some size off for Cvx. But yeah, SPY, Apple, Amazon all starting to go green on the day now. So we'll wait. Maybe buy like 10 shares of Tesla or something like that. Should we? Should have. I was going to buy Tesla, but got to wait now. No pullbacks here, so it's going to just drag everything else up with it. We got a V-shaped red to green breakout pattern now. Apple green on the day, or Apple green after market hours, I should clarify. But everything's starting to reel back up, and again, we are getting that red to green move we talked about. And so again, we just got to let things play out now and chill. Wait for some pullbacks now. Attack that upward trend if we get it. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row in the queue. Same thing with SPY and Apple as well. So pullback time, I think, for me personally. Again, I'm not telling you to do it. Don't know what don't know what anything's going to do here. But it's starting to get some more bull action now in the market. Starting to reel back up some, which looks good. All right, guys, so market reeling up here. Again, I might be buying pullbacks. But we got to wait for them because right now we're not getting any reasonable pullback to attack yet. Tesla making moves. Q still ramping up. Market flying up. Just scalped the SPY quickly. Made like a few bucks from it, nothing much. Gotta just kind of wait for a dip here. We're not really getting anything. We've had like 4 or 5 green candles in a row. There's 7 or 8 green candles, I should clarify. And again, guys, if you want to help support the channel, check out Top Step. Top Step is a funded account program for futures. And just to show you this here, guys. So like, here's the SPY. And then here is the E-mini on the right side. And you can see this is the same price action. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles. And you can trade this right side here with no PDT rule. You're essentially trading the SPY in the futures market. And the futures market has no PDT rule. So you can day trade and short with a margin account with like a couple $1,000 with no PDT rule. And Top Step funds traders in futures. And so they give you a demo. And if you can hit the target on the demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you between 50 up to over 100K with an 80% to 90% profit split. They're regulated and located in the US. It's one of the ways you can kind of play and trade like me without needing 25K in the stock market. And so if you want to check out Top Step, again, they fund traders. They give you a demo. And if you can hit their target while following their demo, they fund you between 50 up to over 100K. They're regulated by the US. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. And yeah, if you want to check it out, even if you're new to futures market, it's a lot cheaper to go this route than pay thousands and put up thousands of buying power yourself and risk that if you're just getting started. The basic 50K package is $160 minus 20% off if you use my link. I'm certainly biased in their favor, though, and so I'm certainly biased in Top Step's favor, of course, since I get a commission if you sign up. But, you know, seems interesting to me. And if you want to check it out, there's the link. Yeah, that chip bill is certainly influencing things positively here for a lot of these, especially Tesla, and, you know, should be positive for the good rest of the market as well, since a lot of stocks are going to be following Tesla short term. Run is running. Nice. All right, guys, getting some consolidation after a pullback here. We're going to see if we get some bull action coming in now. Tesla broke highs. That should drag everything else up. So Tesla broke highs. It should drag everything else up. We'll see if it does. Still looking very strong. All right, so we just bought about 100 shares of the Q. We got 50 shares left. We're going to see if we can ride this up. About 50 shares of the Q left here. Tesla pull it back kind of hurt me here. We'll give it some time, though. I think we might be primed for a bounce still. So I'll let my 50 shares work. Intel trade's going great, too. There we go. Starting to rip back up. Let's see if we get a little bit more profit from it. There we go. All right, we're cutting that. Letting that ride up. Nice. All right, so we just caught the bounce there on the Q. Nice green day. Tesla's still ramping up here. So Tesla's still making moves, so that looks good. Not a bad day so far. We're up about 40 on the day. Intel's doing great too. SPY ripped up and now it's pulling back a little bit after a big move. I don't really trade Top Step a ton, Chris, because to be honest, I don't really need to. You're going to have better liquidity just buying shares, but just most people can't because they don't have the buying power to buy shares. And so I've never really made a huge effort to try to get funded on Top Step because I buy shares of the SPY directly, so I just don't need futures. But for a lot of people who don't have that buying power, it can be valuable, you know. SPY with a big upwick here. A big upwick here. Look at this big wick on the SPY. So big upwick at these highs. So y'all be careful. Tesla's still looking very nice though. What's pulling back to cause the SPY to drop here though? Yeah. I ended up buying the INTC dip. If you guys remember earlier. And so we're still sitting in it. We're up about $20, a little bit under $20 in Intel right now. We bought 25 shares of it earlier. If you guys want to see that position, here it is. We're just kind of letting that ride up with everything. Still chilling here. We'll see how it goes. Here's the Tesla move, which is kind of influencing markets. GOVX finally dipping down some. What happened to Aapl? Aapl was looking stronger than a lot of these other ones, up to 162s now. HKD. Yeah, HKD is going crazy. More post-IPO volatility. Wow. Huge move. Oh, some type of numbers got released in the market, didn't it? Sometimes the numbers got released, I'm pretty sure, right? That's what I'm assuming happened here. I can't remember what else was supposed to come out today. Yeah, the Fed, or no, let me see. Yeah, we'll have to see what other numbers came out, but I think other numbers dropped today. That's influencing the market right now, I'm guessing. TBLT. Yeah, HKD is now halted on the way up. When did it get halted? It's halted at 46. It's now 47. So yeah, it'll resume at 51, most likely. We're going to buy the dip in the Q. 25 shares. Maybe add some more to it. We'll see. All right, take a little bit of profit quickly from our Q trade and kind of rinse and repeat this. Still pumping up here. We're going to cut that. SPY ripping up nicely too. So was Intel. Intel's in a U-shaped breakout pattern. Chicago P&I was released. That's what it is. That's what's influencing it short term. SPY testing highs. SPY ripping up nicely here. Tesla breaking highs too, up to 859.19s on the day. Amazon breaking highs as well. Apple breaking highs also. So big bullish action in these. Yeah, TBLT breaking highs again. Another potential short squeeze play. Look at TBLT up here, up to 750, 760s. Apple breaking highs also. So just big movements in the market here. Bullish action so far. All right, guys, we're just kind of hanging out now. We've made a decent amount, about 40 bucks in the first 20 minutes of the day. And so we're just kind of hanging out, consolidating, letting things play out a little bit more. Gonna wait for some larger pullbacks into things. Not gonna buy any small micro pullbacks now, just because, you know, short term we might see some corrections. Yeah, TBLT is kind of flying up. Yeah, we got this dip. We're not poking too hard in anything right now yet, guys. So we're just kind of hanging out. Tesla dipping down a little bit again. We're just kind of chilling right now. We're not going to poke too heavy into all this. Yeah, what's up, Cap? Yeah, y'all join the Discord if you haven't already. All right, get some pullbacks here. Again, we're not buying anything. TBLT with a pullback as well. SPY still at 409s roughly, right around 409s. Should we buy Tesla dip? We get like 5 shares of Tesla. We're going to buy the Tesla dip short term. We got 5 shares. We're in Tesla short term. 5 share dip. So you can ride it up. Y'all be careful. It is Friday, guys. It is Friday. So, you know, y'all be safe and careful, of course. I'll break even here on Tesla. Take a little piece off. Got 2 shares left. Kind of scalping Tesla with a few shares here and there. Almost up to 50 on the day now. Pretty great day so far. Again, just kind of taking some small positions over and over again. Only about 22 minutes into the open. So we're up about 50 on the day, which isn't bad. We'll take it. Yes, back. We're doing pretty good. All right, guys. Tesla's still ripping up big here. Big rip for Tesla. Again, here's the SPY itself, too. So SPY's trying. Watching the Q and other tech stocks. Tesla right around the highs of the day at 860 here. See if it makes a quick short-term push for that. All right, went all the way up there, then pulled all the way back down. Again, we're scalping the Q again here. 25 shares left. We called it an initial pop, but we're kind of break even in this now. Intel's still doing pretty nice. There we go. Another little piece off. Riding the Q up. And we're going to go ahead and get out there. I get up about 50 on the day. That was a small trade. A little bit over 50. Here's the P&L. Small, but not bad for 25 minutes into the day. We'll see if we keep pushing. Intel's still doing great, which you love to see. HKD going crazy again? What's HKD doing? There's too much risk here for this, man. It's just too risky. Big risk, big reward, of course, but like there's just too much risk for this. Getty? Yeah, I don't like Getty either. It's too much risk there too, I think. I got a little bit late into this position. 25 shares. Yeah, we're going to cut it. Just kind of turning against me fast. Small little loss, though, and Intel, luckily, is doing what it's supposed to. Market pumping up. Just made all that back on the SPY. Still grinding up a little bit on this trade. 15 shares left. Nice. All right, we're going to get out. All right, so we just made more money on that dip. Up about 60 on the day right now. 60. I'm also going to go ahead and take some off of Intel so it can be a risk-free trade so I don't have to worry about it turning on me anymore. No matter what, we're at least going to break even. But yeah, we're up about 60 over the day. Still kind of grinding things up here, so. Tesla popped. All right, guys, so Tesla with a big upwick here. This might short-term affect momentum on the downside now. Apple's starting to pull back some. TBLT starting to dip as well. Everything kind of looks the same, including TBLT today. Here's Amazon. Amazon at 136 is starting to dip also. Yeah, Intel surging up here. You love to see it. We'll go ahead and take another little piece of this off. There we go. Again, the plan is to hold the rest for the next few days, at least, for Intel to see if we get a big momentum push. But completely risk-free trade now for Intel, so. Amazon, Apple bouncing at these lows, SPY bouncing too. Okay. All right. It's all right. Twitter moving? Yeah, well, the whole market's moving. Most large cap stocks are going to be moving up right now. Yeah, HKD is just too much risk here. I know it looks all shiny for new traders, but like there's just so much risk here. To be honest, this is an account destroyer. If I'm being completely real, the price action looks ridiculous. The range is small. The volume is actually very small as well. And so when you consider all these different things, it's just it's an account destroyer. It's something I'm not touching. Never gonna touch that. Just way too much risk in that regard. SPY just corrected pretty big. We're gonna buy that dip. See if we can catch something from it. All right, 10 shares. Spot the little baby dip in the SPY. There we go. Q rebounded completely. Some type of fundamental data must be out already too, right? Gotta be something. Q just popped up too. Yeah, I'm not saying you are, Walter. Of course not. I'm just kind of. I feel a moral duty to warn people about what's going on here. So the Michigan consumer sentiment is out. It's at 51.5 versus 51.1 expected. 50 is kind of what just dropped here. That's influencing markets. So again, the Michigan consumer sentiment report is out. It's at 51.50 versus 51.1 expected. That's kind of what's popping up everything right now. But yeah, there's Amazon. Here's Apple. Everything looks pretty good right now. Tesla started to move up too. Not a bad day. We're up about $70 on the day. QK. All right, so we got a little dip in the Q. Maybe that holds. So much bullish sentiment kind of over the last few minutes, so we'll see. All right, nailing another long position on the Q here. 10 shares left. Riding this up. Go ahead and take that off. Again, up about $70 on the day, guys. About $70 up on the day. SPY just broke highs. Q breaking highs too. Again, here's the SPY. And again, if you want to ride momentum up like this, you can do so in the futures market, guys. And again, check out Top Step. It's one of the ways we subsidize the channel and keep everything free. And so if you haven't already, here's Top Step out. Great way to help support the channel. I'm certainly biased in their favor, but Top Step is a funded account program for futures. If you look at this right side here, Tesla breaking highs as well. Here's the E-mini. You can see it's the exact same thing. Big upward move, big upward move. This right side here is the same thing as the left, but you can trade this right side with no PDT rule. You can get a margin account with only a couple $1,000s and actually day trade and short with no PDT restrictions on the micro E-mini or the E-mini. Again, you can day trade and short these. And Top Step is a funded account program in the futures market. It allows you to kind of try futures out, but if you hit their profit target on futures while following their rules and conditions on a paper account, then they fund you between 50 up to over 100K. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money. I'm certainly biased in their favor, but if you want to try out the futures market and try to get funded, if you're a good trader and you want to trade like me, check out the link in the description. Great way to help support the channel. Market's flying though, so pretty good day. Again, we're up about 70 on the day. Not too bad for a few minutes. SPY finally dipping after big moves now. Tesla on the right side here. But yeah, here's the P&L mostly from our scalps. Finally got some volatility. All right, market's starting to pop up and bounce too here. Tesla up to 862s, 862s. All right, guys, market testing highs again. SPY at 410s. Tesla broke highs again. SPY all the way up to 410s here, man. And it's kind of crazy. Earlier in the week, we were asking whether we would actually hit 400. And so the fact that we have here, man, has been absolutely crazy. Just a huge bull run in the market after some pretty bad fundamental data. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but, you know, that's how it goes. Hey, what's up, Joel? GOVX. Yeah, I'm looking at GOVX. Tesla ripping, Apple ripping, Amazon ripping. Yeah, Intel's starting to rip all the way back up, which is lovely here. And again, you can see the P&L. We're up about 75, a little bit under 75 on the day. $73 to be exact. So we'll take it, but man, market's just flying up. China Evergrande says that the group will arrange asset packages in compliance with law, supplemental credit enhancement for restructured offshore debts as appropriate. That just dropped. Amazon testing highs again. Apple a little bit weaker than Amazon, but still very solid few days for both of those. Yeah, I'm still in Intel. Small position. I've already scaled out of most of it, but I'm still holding some. All right, guys. So SPY pull it back to 410s. 865s. Yeah, question is, do we buy this pullback on the Q and SPY? I think we're a little bit too extended for me to feel comfortable with it, but still big movements here. Apple pulling back, Amazon dipping down some too. All right, so here's a pullback on the Q. Is it time to buy this dip, guys? Let me know. Intel's still pumping up nicely. SPY dipping down now. All right, Intel looking okay. Finally dipping down now. And again, let me know if you guys are buying the dip. I think it really depends on what Tesla is doing, but Tesla is flying up, man. Just huge bull move after that shit bill was passed. EOM drop coming later in the day? Maybe, brother. Maybe, man. We'll see. All right, guys. So we got a pullback finally after all this big run this morning. SPY. Tesla starting to push back up here, guys. Back up for Tesla. See if it drags everything else up with it. SPY starting to come back. Let's see if we get a pop here. Again, SPY bouncing back a little bit. Tesla up there. All right, guys. So market is kind of choppy back and forth at this point. We are in the queue, going long in a position now in the queue. We're riding this move up here. We'll take another little piece off. But yeah, we're probably up about 80 bucks on the day, a little bit under 80 bucks. So not bad. Kind of pushing towards $100 in profit today. This turns against this. We're going to get out and take our profit that we made in it already. There we go. Right around break even. Intel's still doing okay. It's nice to see. I'll go ahead and cut that and recalibrate. Let's see what else we got. Gotcha. Oh yeah, we should cover that. All right. Yeah, y'all hit that sub button. Any news on Twitter? I think Twitter's probably just following the rest of this market up. I mean, honestly, I guess you're right. Twitter is kind of leading the pack in some ways. But Twitter, I don't know. I think Twitter might be just follow the rest of the market back up. Apple's still bouncing. Market's still bouncing up some. But yeah, there's Twitter on the right. Tesla's still kind of ripping here. Apple bouncing too. Amazon on the top left. Here's Tesla. We'll put Tesla back up. All right, so Q started to dip down a little bit now. Twitter's still pulling back. Here's Tesla, and the market's starting to correct a little bit after these big ramps. Yes, I have Snap shares. What's Snap doing today? I haven't even looked at it. Oh yeah, Snap's doing great. Yeah, I have Snap shares. It's doing okay. Good. We're up about 80 bucks on the day, guys. $80 or so. All right, guys. So how's Coinbase doing in days like today? How's crypto market doing? I'm assuming crypto's up. When did they announce this SEC probe in Coinbase? I'm guessing maybe here. There we go. All right, guys. So market starting to move a little bit. All right, guys. So sorry, we're doing a few things here. Market started to pump back up. What's Bitcoin at right now? Ether's been running up a bit lately. Cvx. Yeah, watch the coin. All right, guys. So, yeah, let me know what you guys are watching the most today, man. It should be an interesting day for sure. In terms of crypto, you know, market is ramped up big after all this stuff. All right, guys. All right, guys. So market's consolidating here. Let me know if you think it'll bounce. We're also getting ready to do our stream show as we do here. Bitcoin and ETH both a big nice, man. Yeah, I've been watching them the last few days. So I've been paying attention to them the last few days. We'll see if they continue, of course, but been watching them. Coinbase now all the way at 63.40s. Again, y'all take the time and hit the subscribe button. We certainly appreciate the love and support that we've gotten. We've grown crazy big over the last few days. Just huge growth, guys, and we certainly appreciate that. And yeah, we're going to keep growing. We're also going to be doing our crypto show today, guys. If you don't know this. All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna be doing our crypto show. So bear with me, team. And the show is gonna start pretty soon. So we are gonna be doing our crypto show today, guys. So be ready for that. And yeah, we'll see what we get today. Gonna check out a lot of the up and coming news that's happened in crypto. There we go. All right, guys, bear with me. Again, we're going to get ready. I appreciate everybody joining us today. Again, guys, if you want to help support your boy here, check out Beginner Crypto. Hit that subscribe button. It's youtube.com/beginnercrypto. You'll be able to go right over there. You don't have to go anywhere. As soon as we end this stream, we're going to mosey on over to our crypto stream, and you don't even have to go anywhere. Here is the link for the crypto channel. We certainly appreciate it. There's the link. We recently broke 700 subscribers. We're up to like 712. We're making that push towards 1,000 subs here, guys. 1,000 subs is what we're making that push towards. And yeah, guys, let's see if we get something nice today. We should. Hey, thank you, Cap. Y'all have a good weekend, a fun weekend. I'm going to get some rest this weekend, bro. We've been working, but we've had amazing growth, guys. Amazing growth this week. And so we really appreciate everybody that took the time to hang out with our channel. And yeah, we certainly appreciate the love and support, guys. Again, we're going to mosey on over to our crypto channel. And you don't have to go anywhere, guys, because we're just going to redirect everybody straight on over to our crypto channel, straight on over. And yeah, stick around, guys. We're going to go right on over to our crypto show, which is about to start right now. Let me make sure Cam is here. I appreciate all the support we've gotten, guys. And again, we're starting our crypto show right now. And yeah, see you guys over there. Good luck. Love you all. Have a good day. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.